Hello, Yukon 28209. Yes, this is Candy Matson. Come on, Mellard. Stop pouting. Enjoy yourself. It's earlier than you think.
Monterey at Christmas time is delightful. Carmel is most enchanting. Salinas I enjoyed. But to haul us way over to some unexplored cannibal country is too much.
Did you hear that, Rembrandt? Cannibal country, he calls it.
Mallard, me boy, this may come as a shock, but San Juan Bautista was founded by the Franciscan Fathers in 1797.
I remember it as though it were yesterday.
Don't let him bother you, Ducky. Mallard can't stand this wonderful air. He misses the gas fumes of the big city.
That's not that, Candy, but I do want to get back.
Relax, Max. You had a chance to take 2 days off, so make the most of them.
What's the name of this town again?
San Juan Bautista. You'll love it, Mellard, dear, really. The mission, all the old buildings still standing.
Oh, you'll adore it. Honestly, you will.
Look, Rembrandt, old friend, I may like a thing, but I'll be hanged if I'll adore it.
As you will, minion.
How much farther, Candy?
We're just entering the town now. I thought we'd take a look at the mission first.
Okay. Hey, this is a cute little town at that.
That's my boy. I knew you'd warm up once I got you over here. You know, strictly from a police angle, you might be interested in knowing that Joaquin Murrieta visited here more than once. So did Three-Fingered Jack.
Where's my shooting iron? I'll get the varmints.
Take it easy, hop along. We're approaching the mission.
Oh, for golly sakes. It's a big one.
Isn't it beautiful, Mallard? And don't you get a whole flood of thoughts going through your head when you look at it?
Yeah.
With a little imagination, one could almost see the native Indians walking back and forth, coming into town for the evening vespers.
I only hope the mission's open.
Well, let's find out.
Good idea.
I think I see one of the fathers around the front, Candy. You can ask him.
Thank you, Ducky. Yes, let's go. Good afternoon, Father.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good afternoon, young lady.
Can you tell me if the mission is open this afternoon?
Oh, yes, most certainly. Do forgive me if I appear somewhat startled. I was picking these red berries, and I failed to hear you drive by.
I'm sorry, Father.
Oh, that's quite all right. I fear my thoughts were wandering.
Pardon me, may I introduce Mr. Watson?
How do you do, Father?
And this gentleman is Lieutenant Mellard.
How are you, sir?
Lieutenant?
No, not military, Father. I'm with the San Francisco police.
The police?
No, Father, we're not here on business.
I was wondering. I thought for a moment that Father Philip might have reported me.
Reported you? For what, Father?
At lunchtime, I made a frightful mistake. By error, I ate his apple. Right under his very nose, too. Oh, pardon me. I'm Father Paulino.
I'm very happy to know you, Father. My name is Candy Matson.
I have some free time. I would be pleased to show you about. May I?
We'd be delighted, Father Paulino.
I think we can start with the yard. It gets dark so early this time of year.
Father Paulino! Father Paulino!
Why, it's Miguel Torres. What could be wrong?
Oh, Father Paulino, it is there.
Miguel, my son, what is it? What has happened?
Oh, the most awful thing you ever hear of. Vicente, he just shoot himself.
Merciful heaven. Is he badly hurt, Miguel?
Oh, I think he is dying, Father.
No. The poor boy. Where is he?
At his house.
Excuse me, Miss Matson. I must leave immediately.
Would my car be of any help, Father?
The car. Yes, thank you.
From Studio A in San Francisco's Radio City, the National Broadcasting Company presents Candy Matson, Yukon 28209.
tragedy in the sleepy little California mission town of San Juan Bautista. But it wasn't the first time. If you look around the side of the mission, you'll see that the place marks the mass grave of 12,000 Indians who died in a smallpox epidemic years ago. San Juan has seen knifings, too, and other shootings. It had lived a rowdy life in the dim years gone by, and obviously the rowdiness was still alive in a minor sort of fashion. We got in the car, and with Miguel directing us in broken English and Latin gestures, we made our way out on a dirt road about 3 miles outside of town near the granite quarry. We finally pulled up in front of a one-story wooden house that must have been built before the turn of the century. We went inside, and there was the prone form of a Mexican boy of about 21 or 2.
There he is, Father. Is he all right?
I don't know, Miguel. I'll have to see.
He's gone, isn't he, Father?
Yes. May his soul dwell eternally in peace.
He is dead?
Miguel, listen to me. His flesh is cold, yes, but his soul still lives. Do you understand what I'm saying, my son?
Yes, Father Paulino.
Wait a moment. Mallard, look. Here where he was shot.
Well. If Vicente knocked himself off, he certainly did it the hard way.
You're not kidding.
Miss Matson, would you mind very much if we brought the body back in with us to the mission?
I'm afraid we can't, Father. Would you step over here? I have something to tell you.
Certainly, Miss Matson. You wear a look of concern. Is there something wrong?
I'm afraid there is, Father Paulino.
What do you mean?
Well, it looks very much as though this wasn't self-inflicted.
What? You don't mean that... Miss Matson, are you sure of what you're saying?
Reasonably so, Father. You see, a gun held at close range leaves powder marks. Vicente's wound is as clean as a whistle.
Well, I don't know what to say.
I'm sorry, Father, but that's why we can't remove the body. We'll have to call the sheriff's office in Hollister. Can you tell me where I can find a phone?
Yes, there's one at the mission. If you don't mind, I'll stay here. I have work to do.
Father Paulino was right. He had work to do. The ecclesiastical kind. And he did it in a simple and impressive way. San Juan Bautista, with a population of a little over 600, and we run plop into a murder. Mallard said he'd go back to the mission and make the call, and left. 45 minutes later, the undersheriff of San Benito County drove up with Mallard. He asked the standard questions, but learned nothing. We went over the house with a fine-tooth comb, but we came up with a blank. There being nothing else to do at the moment, the men put the body in the sheriff's car, and he drove back to Hollister, and we returned to the mission.
Would you care to take a stroll about the gardens, Miss Matson? It's most peaceful. Makes a wonderful place for clear thinking.
Well, yes, Father, I'd love to. Mallard?
You go ahead, Candy. I promised the sheriff I'd take a look around town for him.
Oh, sure.
Want to come along with me, Rembrandt?
Yes, I believe I will, if you don't mind, Candy.
No, not at all.
One thing before you go. You will be my guests for dinner, won't you?
That's most gracious of you, Father. What do you think, Candy?
I think it would be charming.
Okay. We'll see you back in a little while, then.
This is a tragic thing, Miss Matson. Vicente was a splendid lad and a good Christian.
I know how you must feel, Father.
I never could understand why there must be things of this sort in the world. Not only between individuals, but countries and nations as well.
It is hard to comprehend. The more I try to reason, the more confused I become. About Vicente, Father, who do you suppose could have done it?
I don't know. I really don't.
How about Miguel?
What? Oh, no, Miss Matson. Why, he and Vicente were like brothers.
Brothers sometimes quarrel, you know.
Not in this case. Miguel is a good boy. Why, he works here at the mission.
You'll pardon me, Father, but in my business I find I have to be doubtful at times.
What is your business, Miss Matson?
I'm a private investigator, Father.
How very curious.
Yes, I suppose it is, but in a sense, you're a policeman too, Father.
I?
Yes. You police the soul, don't you? Ride herd on the thoughts and actions of men?
Why, yes. I'd never thought of it that way before. Yes, in a sense, I suppose I do wear a badge. I wear the badge of righteousness, the star of God.
Father Paulino was a wonderful man. As we walked about the mission gardens, he spoke of many things, but in parallels, all connected in some way with the killing of poor Vicente. The time passed swiftly. I was so engrossed in listening to the kindly voice of the man, and before I knew it, Mallard and Rembrandt had returned, and it was time for dinner. Miguel did the cooking and waited on the table. The dinner was a masterpiece of simplicity, and if it hadn't been for the tragedy of the afternoon, I would have been enjoying a serenity I'd never known before. Did Vicente live out there all by himself, Father?
Yes, the house belonged to him. He's a descendant of one of the original families of San Juan. His great-great-great-grandfather owned one of the largest ranchos in California. It stretched from here to the Pacific Ocean.
That's a lot of property.
Indeed. You see, it was given to him by the King of Spain under one of the original Spanish land grants. I understand there still are some in existence.
Yes, I believe there are. But they've all been chopped up and sold in much smaller parcels.
Did Vicente work, Father?
Oh, yes, he was a good worker. Seasonally, in the artichoke fields and the lettuce fields. In the off-seasons, he did odd jobs about the town.
Speaking of town, Father, do you know a woman named Rose Taylor?
Why do you ask that?
Do you?
Yes. Why do you mention the name?
There's a little bar down the street.
Yes, I know. The frailties of mankind.
The fellow who runs the place says there's been talk about Vicente being kind of loco over the Taylor girl.
I'd heard something of the sort, too. I was going to speak to him about it on Sunday.
How long has she been here, Father?
She arrived about 2 months ago. I'm afraid she's been a disturbing influence on our little village ever since.
Did you talk to her, Mallard?
No.
Where does she live, Father?
In a small cottage over on 2nd and Polk Street.
I think we ought to take a little walk over there, don't you, Mallard?
Right as rain, Cupcake. I dropped by her place before dinner, but she wasn't in.
Oh, you know where it is, then?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Please don't think it's rude, Father, but it's something we have to follow through on.
I understand, Miss Matson.
We got up from the table and went outside the mission. We pulled our coats closely about us, and little jets of steam came from our mouths as we breathed the crisp evening air. We'd only gone about a dozen steps or so, and we were stopped by a voice from behind.
Please, Senorita Matson, senor.
Huh?
Why, it's Miguel. What is it, Miguel? Something wrong?
I hear you talking inside. You are going over to see Senorita Taylor?
That's right.
Oh, please, no. The Senorita Taylor, she is a good girl. She would not to hurt anyone.
That's not what Father Paulino seems to think.
Oh, the good father, he does not know much about the outside. All his life, he live in the mission. He is, how would you say, secluded?
The good father may be secluded, Miguel, but I have a strong hunch he knows more about what's going on around here than anyone in town.
Oh, but please, you believe me? Senorita Taylor, she is a good person.
Look, Miguel, you want to find out who killed Vicente, don't you?
Oh, see?
Well, that's what we're trying to do. Now, you be a good boy, Miguel, and don't get yourself all in the stew. We left Miguel and walked over a couple of blocks to 2nd and Polk Street. We found the cottage and saw a light in the front window. Mallard knocked. And what opened the door would have been a delight on any movie screen, if you like your beauty the hard way. Rose Taylor, it was obvious, could raise an awful lot of havoc with the local swains.
Something you wanted?
Yes, we'd like to talk to you for a moment, if you don't mind.
Yes, I do mind. I'm kind of busy.
I'm sorry, Miss Taylor, but you'll have to unbusy yourself. This is the police.
Police. Always the police. Why can't you let me alone?
You've been in trouble before?
Nothing serious.
Might be this time. You know a kid named Vicente?
Yeah, I heard what happened. These crazy kids. They have a yen for knifings and shootings.
Don't they just? This is Lieutenant Mallard. He tells me he was by here this afternoon and you weren't in.
That's right. I went into Salinas to do some shopping.
We can prove that, can we?
Absolutely.
Well, what have we here? A very cozy little .32 revolver. And also nicely cleaned and oiled. You always keep it this immaculate, Miss Taylor?
Certainly. When some character gets too much tequila under the belt, you don't know what's going to happen.
And the suitcase on the bed. Are you getting ready to go somewhere?
Wait. If you're trying to make out that I knocked off Vicente, you're just whistling Dixie in 4 flats. Look, a telegram. If you'll take the time and the courtesy to read it, you'll find that my sister in Los Angeles is a very sick girl. I was going down to spend a week or so with her. What is this, a convention hall? Come in.
Buenas noches, senorita.
Miguel, beat it. I'm busy.
I am sorry. I am sorry. I have a message for Senorita Matson and for you, senor. Father Paulino sent me.
A message? What is it, Miguel?
The sheriff in Hollister just called on the telephone. He said to tell Senor Mallard that the bullet that killed Vicente was from a .32 caliber gun.
From San Francisco, the National Broadcasting Company is presenting Candy Matson, Yukon 28209.
Well, now, a .32 slug had killed Vicente, and Miss Taylor owned a .32 gun. It looked practically tailor-made. However, I've seen coincidences like this before that have gone up in thin smoke. Mallard plucked the rose and asked her to return to the mission. And right there, I got me a king-sized idea. I excused myself, went to the little bar, and from the owner, I found out where the local banker lived. 5 minutes later, I was in his living room talking to him, a gentleman named Banta.
Yes, it's terrible. I only heard about it a half hour ago. Vicente was a splendid lad.
That's what I've heard. Well, the reason I'm here, Mr. Banta, is to inquire about his financial status. Did he do any banking at all?
Oh, yes. Up to about 5 or 6 weeks ago.
Uh-oh. Can you tell me more?
Well, he had a savings account of approximately $2,800. Suddenly, he began making withdrawals. 200, 300 at a time. Yesterday, he made another withdrawal. He'd left a total of $400 in his account.
Well, what do you know about that?
Well, he said he was having trouble with his crops this year. The rain and all that.
Mm-hmm. What about Miguel Torres?
Now, that's a very strange thing. He had an account of $900. That's practically gone, too. I assumed he was helping his friend Vicente.
I smell a very well-shaped rodent. Name of Taylor. Thanks, Mr. Banta. You've been a great help. Things seem to be taking shape. It looked like the old story of a no-good playing both ends against the middle. Both ends being Vicente and Miguel. The no-good? Rose Taylor. Scattered pieces of the puzzle were beginning to fall in place. Father Paulino. At first I couldn't believe it. And I wondered what his reaction would be. Next step, the bartender at the village pub. I walked in and caught him at a good time. The place was empty.
Good evening. What can I do for you?
A package of cigarettes, please.
Sure. How are these?
No, the others, if you will.
All right.
Thank
There you are. Anything else?
Mm-hmm. Information.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Miguel Torres and a kid named Vicente. Did they come in here often?
Who are you?
Private investigator. Here. My merit badge.
Yeah, that's a new one, a lady cop.
Ah, the world is ever-changing, Buster. Now the answer.
Yeah, they used to come in about once a week. Usually on Saturday nights.
Drink much?
Nah, good kids, both of them.
When were they in here last?
Well, let's see. Yeah, night before last.
Any arguments?
They're so soft-spoken, those kind of guys, it's hard to tell. But now that you mention it, I think there was a bit of a rhubarb going on.
Who was taking the lead?
Torres. I gather he was sort of griped about something. Not too loud, not much fire.
That's when it gets dangerous. And they weren't drunk?
Nope. And I can spot a lush at 40 paces. They each had a beer and left.
Thanks, mister. Here, buy yourself a cup of Christmas cheer.
Well, thank you.
Click, another piece of the puzzle in place. And all roads led right back to the mission. With the exception of the late Vicente, we had the full cast of characters front stage center. And a neat little bit of intrigue it was, too. As I drew near, the warm lights of the mission were streaking through the windows, contrasting greatly to the thoughts that were going around in my head. I walked in. Father Paulino was sitting over his desk, his head buried on his arms. Mallard was leaning back in a chair watching Rose Taylor, who in turn was smoking a cigarette and pacing the room. Rembrandt was reading a copy of the National Geographic. All heads snapped to me as I entered.
Hi, Cupcake. Have fun?
Of sorts. What's new here?
Oh, waiting for the sheriff from Hollister. He's going to book the Taylor lady on suspicion of murder. That way he can hold her.
I think I have somebody else for him to hold. Father Paulino?
Yes, Miss Matson.
I think you know what I'm about to say.
Yes. Yes, I think I do.
Where is he?
In the next room. I'll call him. Miguel, my son.
Si, Padre.
Come in here, please.
Si.
Miss Matson wants to talk to you.
You're here in the mission now, Miguel. You're standing right under the cross. You can't lie. You killed Vicente, didn't you?
Yes.
Why?
I love her. I give her everything I have. My love, my heart, my money, everything. She tell me that she is mine, all mine. That we will be married right here in the mission by the good Father Paulino. Then last week, I find she is also making the pretend love to Vicente. I almost went crazy.
You told Vicente to stay away.
See, that is right. But last night, I stand across the street from Senorita Rose's house. Vicente was there. And as they say goodnight on the front porch, she kissed him and pat his cheek, just as she did to me.
And so you shot him this afternoon. With a .38. And when the sheriff called, you told us it was a .32, knowing that Rose also had a .32.
See, that is right. But you will never get me for it.
Mallard, Father, come on, don't let him get away.
There he goes, up on that wall.
Miguel, stop. You can't run away for the rest of your life.
I have no life, Father.
Miguel, watch out. You're going to...
He's done for. Broken back.
Is the pain bad, my son?
No, Father. Am I dying?
Yes, Miguel.
You see, I told you I had no life left. The bells, you hear them, Padre?
Yes. They're ringing, Miguel.
Time for the compline. You will pray for me, Father Paulino?
Of course. Merciful Jesus, all-knowing, all-seeing, look down upon us this night, so close upon thine own natal day. This boy I'm holding in my arms, Miguel Torres, he has trespassed upon thy commandments. In thine infinite mercy, I seek his forgiveness.
Thank you, Father. Thank you.
He's gone, Father Paulino.
Yes. Requiescat in pace. May his soul rest in peace.
Amen.
Where is she, the tailor woman?
I'm right here, Father.
Look upon this boy I'm holding here, the second death in a matter of hours, and all because of you.
I know.
In the eyes of the law, you are guiltless. You pulled no trigger to cause the death of Vicente. Miguel fell off a wall to his death, but it was because of you.
I realize that now.
Do you really?
Yes, Father.
And perhaps in this hour of dark tragedy, something has been salvaged after all. This is the Yuletide, the anniversary of the birth of Christ. In his infinite wisdom, the Almighty is charitable. Rose Taylor, seek his forgiveness. Leave San Juan Bautista. I'm sure Miguel and Vicente would want it that way. Start anew. Lead a penitent life. It is not too late. Tell me, child, do you recall Mary Magdalene?
I do, Father.
Need I say more?
No.
Someone help me with Miguel. We will carry him back to the chapel and finish the compliment there.
I will, Father.
Thank you. Yes.
There's a remarkable man, Candy.
More than you know, Mellor, dear. Peace on earth, goodwill toward man and woman. In these troublesome times, there is a brilliant, shining example of what we have to hold on to.
You know, I wish there was a Father Paulino in every country of the world. We'd have more time for raising kids than for killing them.
My point exactly. Come on, Mellor, dear. Let's get back to San Francisco. I have a special star to put on my Christmas tree tonight. For all the Father Paulinos that ever lived.
Listen again next week at this same time. Just dial
Candy Matson, Yukon 28209. And a very Merry Christmas to you all.
Featured in the story were Hal Burdick as Father Paulino, Lou Tobin as Miguel Torres, and Jane Bennett Carnell as Rose Taylor. Henry Leff is Lieutenant Ray Mallard, and Jack Thomas plays Rembrandt Watson. The program stars Natalie Masters as Candy and is written and directed by Monty Masters. Sound effects are created by Bill Brownell, and Eloise Rowan is heard at the organ. Our engineer was Clarence Stevens. The characters in this story were entirely fictitious. Any resemblance to actual people is purely coincidental. The program comes to you from San Francisco. This is Dudley Manlove speaking. This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Hello, Yukon 28209. Yes, this is Candy Matson.
I do declare, Candy, this is a madder dash than the one made by Paul Revere. Look out for that man.
I see him, Rembrandt.
I know it, you know it, but does he? What's the reason for this wild scramble, girl?
I started to explain, Ducky. Look at that car up ahead about a block.
Yes, it's a police car.
That's right. And do you know who's driving? Lieutenant Ray Mallard. That's whom.
So Mallard's driving. There's no reason to get yourself such a snit. I imagine the lad's driven before.
I'm not worried about the mechanical aspects of placing a car in motion and guiding it to a predetermined terminal. It's the reason behind it that bothers me.
What's that reason being what?
I don't know what the reason is, and that's the rub. For days, Mallard's been avoiding me like the plague. I call him on the phone, all I get are muffled sentences. Nothing makes sense. Last night I waited in front of the Hall of Justice and followed him when he left.
And where did he lead you, dear? Into a pool room or some such thing?
No, pool room I wouldn't have minded. I shoot a pretty good stick of snooker, you know.
That's beside the point, Candy. Come now, concentrate. Where did Mallard lead you?
To a small hotel on Ellis Street. He met a man in the lobby who was wearing dark glasses. They huddled in a corner and talked for a while. Then Mallard left. I didn't duck back fast enough, and Mallard saw me. Oh, brother, what a bawling out I got.
How strange.
With that, he got in his car and drove away like frantic.
That certainly doesn't sound like Mallard.
I called to apologize this morning. He wouldn't even talk to me. And now this. He never drives a squad car unless it's absolutely necessary.
Now you've got me curious. Something must be up.
You're darn tootin', and I want in on it.
Yes. Who does Mallard think he is, keeping things from us like this?
Oh, he's stopping. I'd better hold it up right here.
He's getting out, Candy?
So I see. Look, he's waving up at the middle flat. Do you see anyone in the window up there, Ducky?
Yes, a man. I can't quite make out his features, though.
Yes, he's waving back.
What's Mallard doing now?
Going up the stairs and in. How do you like that?
Rather delicious, isn't it? Oh, I squirm with intrigue.
Well, I squirm, too. Come on, Rembrandt, squirm out of the car. This is one time I don't mind doing a shadow job strictly for free.
From San Francisco, the National Broadcasting Company presents another yarn in the adventures of that attractive private eye, Candy Matson, Yukon 28209.
I knew there was something wrong 3 days before. Whenever I walk into Mallard's office in the Hall of Justice, where he lieutenants for the San Francisco homicide, and all I get out of the big guy is an ugh, something's foul in Dixie. You can play that in any key you like. And the ughs kept up, mentally and verbally. Add that situation with Mallard's mysterious friend in the dark glasses, and you've got something. Especially when Lieutenant Boy stops off at an old flat, waves to a gent, the gent waves back, and Mallard goes inside. Now we're all tidy and up to date. We waited for about 20 minutes outside by my car. 2 or 3 other people came and went. Finally, Mallard came out carrying a very small box in his hands. He put it inside his coat pocket. The bulge wouldn't show any more than usual. That's where he keeps his police gun. Then he got in his car and drove off. Rembrandt and I immediately went to work. Object? A social call on our unknown friend in the second-floor window.
I must say, Candy, this is most mystifying.
That it is, Ducky. In all the years I've known Mallard, I've never seen him act like this before.
What are we up to now, Dove?
We're going to take a look at the guy Mallard went to see. Find out what he looks like. What sort of a racket he's in.
And supposing Mallard hears about it, won't you be even further into the doghouse?
Indubitably, faithful old friend. But that's the chance I'll have to take. Here we are. Little flat. This must be one of those babies built before the fire and the quake.
Yes, all 1906 conveniences, including a door knocker.
Well, give it a blast, Ducky.
As you say, this sort of place gives me a galloping case of depressions.
Yeah, I know what you mean. All the ghosts of the past half-century. Try it again, Rembrandt.
Any harder, and the building will slide off its foundations.
What is this? You could have heard that last knock out of the Farallones.
Maybe he didn't hear you.
Anyone in the neighborhood would have heard that now. I'm going to try the door. Ah, voila. Except that it only moves about 2 inches.
Shove on it, dear.
My thought's exact. It gives a little. Help me, Rembrandt.
Very well.
Yeah. Hey, look. Under the door. That's blood.
I wouldn't call it ketchup.
Come on. Once again and harder.
Oh, my word.
That's the polite term. This guy's as dead as they come. And look.
What, dear?
This is the Joe Mallard was talking to in the hotel lobby, even to the dark glasses.
I wonder what Mallard will say about this.
I was wondering the same thing. Come on, Rembrandt. I don't think I feel very well. That was an understatement. I felt worse than that. But I had to follow through now. Our next step took us down to the Hall of Justice for a little visit with Mallard. He was in. Just beat us back by about 10 minutes. He was still wearing the same scowl he had on the last time I'd spoken to him. You still mad at me, Mallard?
No, I'm mad at myself.
Did you stub your toe somewhere along the line, Minion? Is that it?
No, but I'm about to.
What do you mean by that, Footflat?
You'll find out. And it's all your fault, too.
You mean about last night, my following you?
No, that was a dirty trick, but I forgive you. It isn't that.
Then what is it?
Yes, for goodness sake, stop sounding like a threepenny thrill book.
I'll say what I have to say in my own good time, and nobody can force me to do otherwise.
I've got news for you, Junior. The police can make you talk.
The police? What kind of triple talk is this?
We followed you out to that flat just now. We saw everything.
What? Oh, the underhanded... So, you know.
Yes, but why did you do it, Mallard?
Because I'm a fool. Just a plain fool, and I ought to have my head examined.
Also, the poor fellow you left out there. He needs his head examined, too.
He sure does. It's got a hole in it about the size a .45 slug would make.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
Don't you know?
I thought I did. Now I don't think so. Now, come on, quick. What's this hole in the head routine?
He's serious, Candy.
I really think he is.
All right, I'm serious. Come on, spill.
Okay. I'll tell it to you like you don't know. We followed you out there. You wave up to the second story. Man looks out the window and waves back.
Check.
You go inside. We wait 20 minutes further away. You come out with a small object in your hands. You put said object in the inside coat pocket.
Good report. Most efficient.
You drive off. We go up to pay a visit. The host wasn't willing. He'd been shot to death.
What? Oh, brother. And you thought I'd done it?
Well... Well, really, Mallard, I don't see anything to laugh about.
That's because you're not sitting where I am. Oh, Sister Susie, did you get your clues all fouled up? Let's get out of here. We got work to do.
My mental reflexes climbed on a merry-go-round and whirled gaily for several moments. I was really confused. I didn't have time to do much about it because Mallard whisked us back to the flat. An hour later, the joint had been carefully gone over, photographed, and the body of the poor guy removed to the coroner's office for an autopsy report. It didn't take long to find out that I was right. It had been a .45 that did the dirty work. Rembrandt had to leave, so I went back with Mallard to his office.
Still think I had something to do with this thing, Cupcake?
Oh, in my heart of hearts, no, but of course not. But, jeepers, look at the facts, Mallard. You come out, we go up. The guy's stiff as a starched shirt. What would you think?
The same thing you thought.
The time element is what gets me. Not more than 3 minutes had elapsed between the time you left and the time we got up there.
I know. I can account for that, I think. But I'm not going to. As a matter of fact, there are several things I could account for, but I'm not going to.
Now who's doing the triple talk?
I am, deliberately. I'm going to tell you something, Candy. Listen carefully. You're a cute little old snoop. You've snooped your way into the middle of this thing, and I'm going to toss it right into your lap and let you snoop your way out. And when you come up with the right answers, you're going to get the shock of your life.
I am he.
I think so. At least it was quite a shock to me.
You mean you've got the solution to this deal already?
Part of it.
You're a much smarter Footflat than I thought you were.
I don't know who killed the guy, if that's what you mean.
I take it back, then. And now you really got me all topsy-turvy.
No, this is working out even better than I thought it would. Okay, Tootsie, you've got the ball. It's all yours. Take it from here.
You mean you actually want me to help you on this deal?
Sure. Who knows? You might come up with something. Now beat it, will you? I gotta find me a killer.
I was so puzzled by then that I wanted to rap the guy over his head. I fought off the impulse and left. If he gave me carte blanche on the killing, I was going to take advantage of it, if for no other reason than to prove I was right and Mallard wasn't the joker who did it. There's only one place to start, back at the flat where the guy had been done in. The cops had gone, so I did some question work. The landlady lived in the flat below. No, she didn't know the man. A gal named Jennifer Shirley had leased the middle flat for the past 5 years. I swung a deal with the landlady, got the key to same, not the landlady, the flat, and moved in. I had a good night's sleep and waited all the next day. Nothing. The odd thing about the deal was the fact that the cops hadn't been back. They usually return for a double check. So the next night I hit the sack again. About midnight, my dreams of a vine-covered cottage in the country with Mallard were rudely shattered by a sound. The sound of a key in the lock of the door. Oh, sorry I frightened you, Jennifer. Take it easy. Everything will be okay.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm coming to that. Excuse me. You are Jennifer Shirley, aren't you?
That's right.
Excuse my nightie. If I'd have known you was coming, I'd have gone formal.
Just what is all this? And what are you doing in my flat?
Where have you been, Jennifer?
Seattle? Why?
Didn't you read the papers up that way?
I was too busy.
Know a man named Everett Stone?
Of course I do. He's a very good friend of mine. He was up from Los Angeles on business, and I let him use my flat. And now you're here. I don't understand this at all.
Look over there at your front door. Everett Stone was shot to death right on that spot.
Everett? Dead? I can't believe it.
I'm sorry, it's true. You can prove you were in Seattle, Jennifer.
Yes. Here. My plane ticket receipt and the stubs on my luggage. I just got in at the airport less than an hour ago.
Just for the record, where did you stay in Seattle?
At the Olympic Hotel.
We can prove that, too, can we?
Of course. Now, wait just a moment. The shock of all this slowed me down for a second or two. Just who are you, and what are you doing here?
Simmer down, Jennifer. My name's Matson, Candy Matson. I'm a private investigator.
Oh, yes, I've heard of you.
I'm trying to find out who knocked off your friend Stone. You got any ideas?
Several.
So have I. One being this. Does everyone around here wear dark glasses? You've got a pair on, too. Same kind Everett Stone was wearing.
Here, have a cigarette.
Thanks. Got something you want to tell, Jennifer?
Yes, I do. The dark glasses are standard equipment for the type of work we're in.
And what would that be?
We're gem dealers, precious stones. Whenever we have a valuable piece of property in our possession, we're required by bond to wear these dark glasses.
A disguise, so to speak?
That's right. When Everett arrived from Los Angeles, he had with him the Cape Hatteras diamond. You've heard of it?
Who hasn't? Worth about $500,000.
That's right. He was on his way to Seattle to show it to a prospective buyer. The first night here, Everett appeared on a television show to display the diamond. And as he left, he knew he was being followed. He called me and asked me if we could make a switch. Wanted to know if I'd take the diamond on up to Seattle and try to make the sale.
And he'd stay here, is that right?
Right.
It was a good switch, except that Everett got himself knocked off for his trouble. Have you got the diamond with you?
Right here, in my purse. Look.
What a little beauty. And not so little at that.
No.
Oh, it's the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. And you just carry it around in your purse like that?
Certainly. Who'd think to look in a woman's purse?
You've got a point. Lipstick, mascara, streetcar tokens, loose change, but not a $500,000 rock. Did Everett say what the man looked like, Jennifer, the one who was following?
Yes. He wrote a complete description for me.
Have you got it?
Also in my purse. Here.
Yikes.
Miss Matson, you're white as a sheet. What's wrong?
Plenty's wrong. This describes a certain Lieutenant Ray Mallard to a T.
From San Francisco, you are listening to a National Broadcasting Company presentation, Candy Matson, Yukon 28209.
I slipped out of my nightie, slipped into my street clothes, slipped Jennifer a wet fish handshake, slipped out the door, slipped into my car, and slipped home to my penthouse on Telegraph Hill, and from there I kept right on slipping. That description was Mallard's beyond all doubt. What made it worse was the fact that Rembrandt and I had seen Mallard coming out of the flat with a small package that could have been a jewel box. I didn't sleep much that night, and that's for sure. In the morning, I put myself together as best I could and once again made the dismal journey down to the Hall of Justice and into Mallard's office.
How you doing, Cupcake?
Not too well. I have some rather unpleasant news.
Such as like what?
Mallard Everett Stone was a gem broker.
Good for you. You've got clue number 1.
You knew that?
Don't be ridiculous, Candy. That came out of McGuffey's reader.
Number 2. He had the Cape Hatteras diamond with him when he arrived from Los Angeles.
Atta girl, you're getting warm.
He switched the rock to a gal named Jennifer Shirley. She took the diamond on up to Seattle because Everett thought he was being tailed.
Hey, you're getting better and better. What's next?
You mean none of this is news to you?
Old hat so far.
Well, maybe this won't be old hat. Everett wrote a description of the guy he thought was following him. He gave it to Jennifer. It's you right on the nose, Mallard boy.
What?
It's you, including the little mole you have behind your right ear. You don't look so good, Mallard, dear. Don't you think you ought to tell me what it's all about?
Maybe I'd better. I can't for the life of me figure out... Wait a minute. Sure. Of course. You had me worried there for a minute, Cupcake.
Doggone, what is this, Mallard? I'm getting mad.
You'll find out.
Oh, I'll find out. But when will I find out?
Ooh, saved by the bell. Excuse me a minute, Detective Matson.
Oh, sure.
Lieutenant Mallard, homicide.
Lieutenant, this is Sergeant O'Flaherty down on radio. We just got a report from Prowl Car 36.
Yeah, O'Flaherty.
There's been a dame killed out in that same flat, name of Jennifer Shirley.
It was then I knew that Mallard was really in the clear. The phone dropped out of his hands and he looked as if he'd been slugged with a belaying pin. Mallard had work to do, so I left. Only this time I didn't go back to the flat. I have, tenderloin connections. So putting 2 and 2 together, I started making the rounds down around Turk Street. Turk, Ellis, Eddie, the whole section where the Easy Street boys hang out. I came up with nothing. Nothing until I stumbled into a little bar near Eddy Street on Leavenworth. I came face to face with an old acquaintance of mine. Name of, Montgomery the Mole.
Well, for crying in my beer and making it salty. Look what the height I just washed in. Hiya, Candy.
Hiya, Montgomery.
I ain't seen you since the night you caught up with me former pal, Willie Cloud.
Oh, I'm sorry I had to do that, Montgomery.
Oh, I ain't. Hanging'd be too good for that crump bum. A little second-story work ain't too far out of line. I can even swallow a well-executed stick-up. But when it comes to kidnapping and murder, us honest characters draw the line.
That's why I'm here, Montgomery.
Yeah?
There have been 2 killings in the last 4 days.
The grapevine must be slipping. I don't hear nothing about no rump-outs.
They've been kept quiet for a reason. Just what the reason is, I don't know. Have you heard about any of out-of-town icemen dropping in the last few days?
Nah, not a one.
Now, look, here's a 20, Montgomery. That's all I've got. I'll send you 20 more first thing in the morning. Is your memory improving?
Ooh, just like I never lost it.
Well, is there a jewel boy in town?
Look right ahead of you up at the bar.
Yeah?
That's him. If he ain't a hot-ice juggler, my name ain't Montgomery. Got in just about 4 days ago. Calls himself Finch.
Oh, Montgomery, I loves you. I'm moving over there. Do me a favor. Tip the bartender off. Tell him to keep my drinks well watered. It didn't take long. A guy from out of town gets lonesome. I was sitting at the bar no more than 3 minutes, and we were old friends. He kept the drinks coming, and by closing time, he really had a snoot full. He offered to drive me home, and, naturally, I accepted. We got out on the sidewalk, and suddenly he darted back into the tavern. When he returned, he was carrying something in a paper bag. We found his car and climbed in. Don't you think you ought to let me drive, Mr. Finch?
No.
Quite a few.
I can handle this little old car. I'm sort of stranger here. You'll have to tell me which way to go.
Oh, sure. You go straight up Leavenworth here, and then you turn right on Bush. I'll direct you after that.
Okie doke.
Oh, you sing real pretty. When did you say you got into town, Mr. Finch?
About 4 days ago. Let's see. Yeah, that's right.
What sort of business are you in?
Business? I'm in no business. Retired, sort of.
Oh.
Got lots of money. Get lots more, too. Hey, look out for that bag.
Oh, I'm sorry. How clumsy of me. Here, why, it's a purse. Why, Mr. Finch.
Put it back. It's a present for my sister in Riverside.
Oh, how thoughtful. Turn left on Kearny Street, will you?
Sure.
Then when you get to Washington, turn right 1 block to Montgomery Street. It's right on the corner. Would you care to come up for a nightcap, Mr. Finch?
Hey, now, that sounds like a very good idea. Sure. Nightcap.
Yeah. The corner of Washington and Montgomery is just half a block from Mallard's office in the Hall of Justice. With any luck, I could do a bloodless turnover to Lieutenant Boy. I reached down by my side, got my .32 out of my purse, and held it under my coat. We arrived at our destination, and Finch helped me get out of the car. There was only one pale light to illuminate the street, which was just what I wanted.
There you are.
You go ahead a little way, Mr. Finch. There seems to be something wrong with one of my heels.
Oh, sure. Oh.
Don't turn around, Mr. Finch. Not if you value your life. This is a gun I've got stuck in your back, and believe me, I know how to use it.
Say, what goes on here? I'm almost broke, if that's what you're
This
after.
isn't a stick-up. See that door up the street in that big building? Just keep walking right on into that door. He started walking, and I hung back a few paces. I didn't want to lose this baby. He was too good. Because that purse he had in the paper bag was the one owned by Jennifer Shirley. I'd never be able to forget that purse. It contained the Cape Hatteras diamond. I marched him into Mallard's office, and Mallard was in. I gave him the full scoop, and in less than half an hour, we had one sad Finch behind locked bars with the promise of a full written confession of 2 killings and 1 diamond theft. I had never seen anything fall into place so easily. A few minutes after we returned to Mallard's office from putting Finch into his ungilded cage, there was a knock on Mallard's door.
Come in.
Is I Gumshoe? What on earth did you call me for at this hour of the night or morning?
Yeah, come on in, Rembrandt. This ought to be fun.
Oh, you too?
Yeah.
Why aren't you home getting your beauty rest?
Oh, we just wound up a couple of killings, dear. Those of Everett Stone's and Jennifer Shirley's.
Well, bully for you.
And I had nothing to do with it. Candy did it all. I left her strictly alone, and she came through like a trooper. There's only one little thing she's overlooked. When she comes up with that, she'll have solved her best and last case.
Last case? What are you talking about, Mallard?
Captain Mallard, this is Riley on the top deck.
Captain? What is this?
Yeah, Riley.
We got this Finch joker all booked and fingerprinted. He's in the Lysol dip now, then we'll tuck him into Betty Bye for the night.
Good.
We're changing shifts now. Anything else you want from me?
No, Riley, you can knock off.
Fine, Captain. Oh, and all the boys up here send down congratulations.
Oh, thanks, Riley. See you tomorrow.
You? A captain, Mallard?
Well, that's right.
Well, by Jove, I think that's splendid. Congratulations, minion.
Well, thanks, Rembrandt.
Oh, I'm getting dizzy again. He's a captain. And what's this stuff about my best and last case? Give out here, Mallard boy.
Doggone it, you're missing the most important clue in this whole case. Now, let's review it.
Go ahead, girl. I'm bursting me buttons.
Okay. I first get suspicious when you turn grumpy on me, Mallard.
That's when I was wrestling with myself over a decision.
That's right. Then you meet the Stone guy in a small hotel on Ellis Street.
Well, we had business. That's where he wanted to meet me.
Then you go out to those flats. You wave, he waves, you go in. When you come out, you're carrying something. We go up, Stone is dead. Later, I meet Jennifer Shirley. She shows me the Cape Hatteras diamond. But she also shows me something else. A description written by Stone, a description fitting you exactly.
Here. Look what was in Jennifer's purse, along with the diamond.
What?
Another description. One that fits Finch. Everett Stone accidentally gave Jennifer the wrong slip of paper, the one that described me.
Oh, for Pete's sake. That sure had me worried, Mallard, dear.
Isn't there something else that worries you, Cupcake?
Yes, there is, darn it, but I can't put my finger on... Wait a minute. That's it. The package. The one you carried down the stairs from that flat.
At last, you finally did it, Candy. Here it is, right here. Open it, see for yourself.
Okay. Mallard, it's beautiful. What a lovely ring. Did you steal this from Everett Stone?
Sure did. The price he gave me made it a first-class deal. Why don't you try it on?
Ooh, I'd love to.
Oh, I don't think you're putting it on the right finger, Candy.
Which finger do you mean, Mallard?
Third finger, left hand.
Oh, you don't mean that... Mallard, tell me.
I want you to be my wife, Candy, dear.
Oh, say it again, will you, Mallard, dear? This is only another one of those fool dreams of mine, I'm sure.
It's not a dream, Cupcake. I mean it. More than I've ever meant anything in my life. Will you marry me, Candy?
You big idiot. You don't need the answer to that.
I wasn't asking you.
Oh, yes, I'll marry you. Captain, dear. Forever and ever.
Do you see now what I meant about this being your best and last case?
Oh, yes, but you're wrong. I have another and a bigger case coming up.
What's that, you little monkey?
Just trying to be an awfully good wife to you.
My word, I was wondering...
What, Rembrandt?
When you're married, how shall I address you?
Oh, that's easy. Just Mrs. Captain Mallard. Well, I won't even have to change my initials.
For excitement and adventure and romance, just dial...
Candy Mallard. Mrs. Captain Ray. Yukon 282. Oh, that won't be my phone number. Oh, gee, I'm so confused. I don't know what I'm saying.
Heard on the program were Jerry Walter as Montgomery the Mole, John Grover as Finch, and Helen Klebe as Jennifer Shirley. Jack Thomas is Rembrandt Watson, and Henry Leff is Captain Ray Mallard. The program stars Natalie Masters as Candy and is written and directed by Monty Masters. Sound effects are created by Bill Brownell, and Eloise Rowan is heard at the organ. Our engineer was Phil Ryder. The characters in the story were entirely fictitious. Any resemblance to actual people or names is purely coincidental. The program came to you from San Francisco, and this is Bud Heide speaking. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
Hello, Yukon 28209. Yes, this is Candy Matson.
Got an old corpse kicking around you want identified? Know of any good murders you want solved? We've got just the girl for you. Her name is Candy Matson. Mighty cute, too. She fills out a size 12 suit to just the right proportions. Soft blonde hair, 2 sparkling blue eyes, and all in all, she looks as though she might have stepped right off a Varga calendar. And what's more, she's a private eye. You scoff? You ridicule? I'll let you see for yourselves. Listen, she's talking on the phone right now.
Hello, Candy Matson.
Hello, Miss Matson. I'm afraid you don't know me.
That makes it even. You don't know me. Let's go from there.
I've read about you in the papers, Miss Matson. You handle confidential cases.
That's right. However, there's a little matter of a fee involved.
Yes, I know. I can pay.
That's item number 1. Now to item number 2. What's the confidential case?
I can't possibly tell you on the phone, Miss Matson. I said it was confidential.
Okay. Where do you want to talk?
I am the proprietor of a restaurant, the Charlemagne in North Beach.
Oh, yeah, I ate there once.
Oh, that's nice.
No, it wasn't. I didn't like the food.
Oh.
However, I'll overlook it. Do you want to talk in about an hour?
That will be fine, Miss Matson.
Good. And your name would be?
Martinello. Carlo Martinello.
Okay, Mr. Martinello. And have some ink in your pen. It costs money just to talk. I probably sounded rough and commercial, but you have to be in this racket. Most people look on a private eye as a musician. They invite you to a party and expect you to bring your harp for free. But I learned the hard way a long time ago. So now they pay in advance and take their chances later. That's the way it was with this Martinello. I was at home in my penthouse on Telegraph Hill out on the porch taking a sunbath when the phone rings and it's this Carlo character. That part was all right because I can always use new customers. But what made me mad was the fact that I had to stop listening to the 49ers belt the bejabers out of the Cleveland Browns at Kezar Stadium. But I followed through and uncovered a couple of very done-in bodies along the way. Do you like the grotesque in your whodunits? Then follow me and we'll tiptoe lightly through the Tibbets, the Ponds, and the Baccalones, because part of this story unfolds at the Opera House. Reluctantly, I dressed into something Charlemagne-ish, turned off the 49ers Cleveland game, and went down to talk to Martinello. His place was typical, located on Powell Street, a garish neon sign, and as you walked in, the place was air-conditioned by eau de garlic.
Yes, miss. You wish a table?
I wish a table, yes. With the right party. I'm looking for the owner.
I am the owner.
I am Candy Matson.
Oh, Miss Matson. Walk this way, please.
If I could walk that way, I'd revive vaudeville.
Pardon?
Where's your office?
Right over here. Allow me. After you, Signorina.
Thank you, Signor.
Here, sit down, please.
Thanks. Now, Martinello, what's on your mind?
Always, all my life, I have run a very nice, respectable place.
Mm-hmm.
Until this morning.
What's with this morning?
I go down to the basement. My icebox is down there. That is where I keep all my meat.
So, you wanted some ground round?
Oh, no. Perhaps I'd better show you. Please, you will come with me.
Martinello led the way out of his office and down a flight of stairs. A cold blast hit my face. A musty aroma smothered my nostrils, and if I had had a phobia about darkness, I'd have ducked out then. But I followed the guy, and we ended up in front of a refrigerator about the size of an inquisition chamber. He opened the door, and it was the usual restaurant icebox, choice legs of lamb hanging from hooks, potential fillets, and thick New York cuts. The box was cold, and I started to shiver. Not from the refrigeration, though, because over in the corner was a man. He looked like something out of a long-lost Arctic expedition. He had a long, flowing mustache, every bristle of which was coated with ice. He was quite frozen and quite dead. I slammed the door shut and reeled out. The sight had staggered my thought processes. Martinello reached over by a salami-slicing table and turned on a Mazda. A weak affair that casts dim shadows about the damp basement. Is that your little surprise?
Yes, Mr. Matson. That is what I was greeted with this morning.
Have you notified the police?
Oh, no.
Why not?
As I told you, I have run a very respectable place. And, too, that is why I am hiring you.
You can get in trouble, you know.
Yes, that is why you must help me. Please, Miss Matson, say you will help me. I will pay you anything you say.
I stick my neck out in the strangest places. Now it's a refrigerator. Okay, Martinello, $2,000.
What?
Make up your mind. Either I freeze your assets or the police find your frozen friend.
Yes. All right. Come. I give you the money now.
Now we're getting somewhere.
What about him?
Oh, he'll keep. He's on ice. Well, this was one for the books. Refrigeration the ugly way. I had to ask a few questions if I was to get anywhere, such as like, do you know the guy?
No.
Had you ever seen him before?
No.
Who was the last one to close the icebox last night?
I was.
Does it lock from the inside?
Unfortunately, yes.
I was getting places like Wiley was with Hauser. It was inevitable. I had to take my courage in my hand and go down and look at that thing again. There it was, a male Mona Lisa etched in ice. This time I looked closer, I had to. And as I did, I realized I wasn't going to get any identification because this guy was a study in crimson. Underneath all that coating of ice, he was dressed in a devil's costume. I slammed the door once again and went upstairs. There I gave Martinello strict orders not to do a thing. Usually in cases like this, you have to wait for a break. They come along like a forcing hand in poker. So I went home to do some thinking. As I arrived, there was an old friend of mine, Rembrandt Watson.
Hello, Dove. I'd almost given up.
Rembrandt, how did you get in?
Your door was open, dear. I took the liberty of coming in.
Oh, sure, that's okay.
How are things, Candy?
All right, I guess. I'm kind of bushed, though. I feel about as devaluated as a British pound.
You look wonderful, Dove. What's wrong?
I've got a deal, but I don't know where to start.
Anything I can help you with?
No, thanks, Rembrandt. If I told you about it, you wouldn't believe it.
I've never doubted you in the past, dear.
I know. Well, I was just called in by a minestrone merchant in North Beach. The guy is stuck with a corpse.
That's about par for the course.
The deceased had been sealed in the icebox overnight. I've never seen one like that before.
That's the way it is, dear. Many are called, but few are frozen.
Oh, get out of here.
But, Dove, I just got here.
I know, but I've got to change and get down to see Mallard.
I'll wait for you, Candy. I haven't seen the gumshoe since before me vacation.
All right. I'll be with you in a few moments. I did a fast change, and Rembrandt and I climbed into my car, and we dropped off Telegraph Hill on Don Kearney Street. The Hall of Justice, where Mallard hangs his star, is only a few blocks away, so we made it in about 5 minutes. Inspector Ray Mallard, Homicide, San Francisco Police. A lovable, shaggy dog type of character. Very keen with the crime, but dumb with the dame. Me, for instance. If I want him to say yes, he says no, and vice versa.
Well, my ever-loving Candy. What's new in the private eye business?
Very little. How's the legitimate flatfoot racket?
Oh, we're holding our arches up. Well, and Rembrandt, I haven't seen you since Pup was a Hector.
Please, Inspector, you're metting your mixer-paws.
Who writes this dialogue?
I'm pretty weak, I know. What's on your mind, Candy?
A character named Carlo Martinello. Have you got anything on him? What's so funny, Mallard?
Nothing, except I eat lunch there about every day of the week.
Well, answer my question.
Well, there's nothing on Martinello. Arrested a couple of times during Prohibition. He was dabbling in grappa, a la under the table. Have you got a case against the guy, Detective Matson?
Oh, cut it out.
No, seriously. Why do you want to check on the guy, Candy?
No reason, just thought I'd ask.
Uh-huh. Well, Martinello's okay. Just trying to make a living. Only thing I don't like, he loves to sing to his customers.
That'd be enough to bankrupt him right there.
Anything else I can do?
No, that takes care of everything.
I tell you what, I'm through in about an hour. I'll take you up to Martinello's for dinner. You can see for yourself.
No, that's all right.
Okay, Candy. Give.
Why, Mallard, dear, what on earth do you mean?
You know something about something. I want in.
Mallard, and I want you to believe this. I mean it sincerely. If I knew something, you'd be the last to know about it.
He's got something there. Come now, leave us a while.
I hate to do things like that to Mallard. He's been of great help to me in the past. More than once he's saved my life. But on a deal like this, you have to play it close. After all, a girl has to make a living. For the first time in a long time, I was completely baffled as to where to start. Something had to be done about that cadaver in the icebox, but what? While I was beetling my eyebrows, Rembrandt invited me up to his place for tea. He lives on California Street, just down away from Old St. Mary's, and only a bail bond broker's reach from the Hall of Justice. So I accepted.
Do forgive the looks of the place, Candy, dear. I had a meeting my philatelist group last night.
Philatelist?
The stamp collectors, dear.
Well, I know what they are, but I didn't think they could make such a mess.
You don't know philatelists. Sit down, though. Make yourself comfortable. I shan't be a moment.
That's all right.
Candy, dear, why the wrinkles?
I've got cause for wrinkles. This chap in the icebox, Rembrandt. There's something I didn't tell you. He was dressed in a devil's costume.
There, dear. Your tea will ready in just a minute. You'll feel better.
I know it sounds crazy, but it's true.
What are you going to do, Candy?
I don't know. I can't leave him in that refrigerator forever.
We'll get him out, dear. I hate to think of a corpse catching pneumonia. Oh, excuse me, Candy. Help yourself to the tea.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do, Rembrandt Watson Enterprises?
Quiet down.
Who? Oh, hello, Templeton. How are all your steamships? Oh, that's good. What? Could I use to what? To the opera? Of course I could. Righto, I'll pick them up at your office. Thank you, Templeton. Goodbye. Candy, dear, do you like the opera?
I can take it or leave it. Why?
It suddenly develops that I have 2 tickets tomorrow night for Tales of Hoffman.
Oh, Rembrandt, I don't think I can go.
Come, Candy. It'll do you good. You've been working too hard. You need a little relaxation.
Tales of Hoffman, Okay. Who's the pal who gave him to you?
An old friend of mine, Templeton Woodruff. He runs a steamship to Java and other places Ezio Pinza sings about.
I finished the tea and left. Right then, the only opera I could think of was the one going on in an icebox at Martinello's. I've always tried to play straight with Ray Mallard, so I decided to tell Martinello my plan.
Miss Matson, I don't think it's such a good idea.
Good evening, Carlo. I want to talk to you.
That's what I mean. There's a gentleman here who...
So you've got a gentleman. That's fine. 3 more and you've got a crowd. What I want to talk to you about is this.
You don't understand. The gentleman I'm talking about is from the police.
The police?
Yeah. Hello, Candy.
Mallard.
How about some scallopini?
Well, up jumped the... Hello, Mallard, dear.
I had an idea you'd like dinner here tonight. Do you know my boy, Carlo?
Yes, we've met.
How do you do? The signorina wish something to eat?
No, thanks. I want to talk to you, though, Mallard.
Sure. Come on into my booth. We'll share some salami.
No, thanks. I want to see you downstairs.
I don't think the food's as good down there.
I agree, but it isn't the food. I'm talking about murder. Once again, I headed down into the catacombs of the Charlemagne. This time the act was a double. Mallard was right behind me. Then I looked around. We were a trio. Martinello was right behind Mallard. This is it.
This is what?
This is an icebox. Inside, you'll find a body dressed in a devil's costume.
Okay, Carlo, let's humor the lady. Open the thing, will you?
Yes, I'll open it.
Lovely view of the beef.
It's gone. The body's gone. Okay, Martinello, start talking and make some sense while you're doing it.
Please, Miss Matson, I don't know anything. I haven't been down here all day.
Get rid of those arched eyebrows, Martinello. You know something. What is it?
Wait a minute, Candy. I'll do the questioning. In the first place, Carlo, was there or was there not a body in here?
Well...
Sure there was. He can't deny it. Here's a check for $2,000 signed by Martinello himself.
Well, Carlo?
Yes. There was a body, all right.
Who was it? Friend of yours?
No, Inspector. I never saw him before.
Why did you call Miss Matson? Why didn't you come to see me about it?
Well, you know, Inspector, the police...
Just because you were once arrested for bootlegging, Carlo, is no reason to be afraid of the police. Well, I'll put a couple of my men on the job and see what we can turn up.
What? Is that all you're going to do, Mallard?
No. Right now, I'm going back upstairs and have some of Carlo's scallopini.
Mallard, are you out of your head?
Look, Candy, in order to have a murder case, you've got to have a body. Obviously, we're fresh out. And until your pal with the devil's costume turns up, I intend to live my typical everyday life. Don't forget the mushrooms, Carlo.
There are times when I get so mad at Mallard I want to scream. I didn't, though. I only scrammed. I hung on to the 2,000, however. I felt I deserved it just for getting my curiosity aroused, and it was aroused plenty. Corpses don't get up and walk out of ice boxes by themselves. But after all, Mallard had a point. There was nothing to be done without a body. So I went home and waded into a stack of dirty dishes that had been piling up. Then I fixed dinner and started a new stack of dirty dishes. Got a book and ducked into bed. In the morning, I had an idea. After breakfast, I went down to the corner of Broadway and Columbus. That's where North Beach does a neat blend with Chinatown. On the corner was a Joe who sold newspapers. I'd known him for some time, and he seemed to like me. Hiya, Butch.
Well, hello there, lady. How are you?
Good, can't complain. Who won the football game yesterday?
Yeah, funny thing. I got all the news right inside here for 7 cents.
I get your point. Give me a chronicle, will you?
Sure, here.
Thanks. Who do you like in the feature at Bay Meadows?
A goat named Candy.
What did you say?
There's a pig named Candy running in the 7th. Take it or leave it.
What a tip.
I don't get it. Well, what's really on your mind, lady?
Here's a 20. You can play it on Candy all for yourself.
Well.
Do you know a gent named Martinello, Butch? He owns the Charlemagne down the block.
Sure. What about him?
That's what I'm asking you. What about him?
Oh, he's all right. A little screwy, but he keeps his nose clean.
Is that all?
Yeah. Should there be more?
I don't know. Thanks, Butch. I hope Candy pays off. I was getting nowhere, that was for sure, and the rest of the day went the same way. Dead ends, blind alleys. I checked as many loose ends as I possibly could, but I was still stuck in a quandary. But the Crusher claim, late in the afternoon, when I got a copy of the late paper and read where Candy came in at Bay Meadows and paid $32.20. And I hadn't had sense enough to get aboard. When I got home, the phone was ringing. Hello, Candy Matson.
Oh, you're Candy Matson. I should play a fanfare.
Oh, hello, Rembrandt, dear. How are you?
Like an October morning. Every single one of me pores is breathing great, huge gulps of air.
What?
I just had a facial dove. Most invigorating.
Oh, what on earth for? I loved your old pores just the way they were.
Candy, you've forgotten.
I have? Forgotten what, Rembrandt?
We're going to the opera tonight.
Oh, Ducky, I'm sorry. I had forgotten. I'm afraid I'll have to renege.
Now, Candy, you promised, and I don't care what you're involved in. It'll do you good.
But, Rembrandt, I'm working on it. Perhaps you're right. Okay, I'll get ready.
Wonderful, dear. Pick me up about 7:45, will you?
Pick you up 7:45? Yeah.
Oh, and another thing, Lamb. We may have to do some entertaining afterward. Do bring some cash, will you?
Mm-hmm.
That's the girl.
That Rembrandt, always stony broke. I guess photography isn't what it's cracked up to be. I didn't mind, though. He's been a friend to me on more than one occasion. Well, if I was going to the opera, I had to start thinking in operatic terms. I fished around in the closet and came up with something that would have done any woman's heart good. One of those strapless affairs that you can't stop breathing in for one moment, otherwise the opera is no longer the main attraction. I powdered, perfumed, pouted, and rouged, and took off after Rembrandt. But just as I started to leave... Just a moment.
Well, get a load of the Duchess.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be Halloween for another couple of weeks yet.
Oh, very funny. Come on in, Millard.
What are you decked out for, Candy?
Something you wouldn't understand. I'm going to the opera.
Oh, I love the opera. Any horse opera with Tex Acuff in it.
That's what I thought. What's on your mind, Millard? I've got to pick up Rembrandt in 10 minutes.
I was just driving by, so I thought I'd stop and tell you the news.
News? About what?
We found El Diablo.
The guy in the icebox?
Yeah. Martinello identified him. He was floating in the water off Aquatic Park.
Any lead on him?
The best. He was Salavini, the second baritone with the opera company. That's all, Candy. I hope you enjoy the performance tonight.
A baritone with the opera company. Well, that explained the costume, but it didn't explain a lot of other things. I walked down the stairs with Mallard. He got in his squad car, flicked on the flashing red light, and with a burst of his siren, rolled down the street. I'd have to speak to Mallard about that. All the neighbors had their heads out of their windows as I climbed into my car and followed. What an exit. I picked up Rembrandt and we drove up to the Civic Center. I found a place to park. A minor miracle. The last time I went to the opera, I had to drive almost to Palo Alto and come back by train. Rembrandt's friend must have been very influential. We had seats in the Diamond Horseshoe. They were presenting Tales of Hoffmann, and a friend of mine, Dorothy Warrenshold, was singing the role of Antonia. It was a fine performance, and after the last curtain, I took Rembrandt and we went backstage to see Dorothy. This is her dressing room, Rembrandt.
Yes?
Hello, Dorothy. This is Candy Matson. I have a friend with me.
Oh, do come in, please, Candy. Candy, how are you?
Couldn't be better. Dorothy, may I present Mr. Watson? Rembrandt, this is Miss Warrenshold.
Delighted. You're in magnificent voice tonight, dear.
Thank you. Sit down, won't you? I've only a moment. We're rehearsing some of the scenes in Faust tonight.
Rehearsing after a full evening's performance?
It has to be done, Candy. Our baritone disappeared. We've had to replace him with a new man.
Yes, I know. By the way, Dorothy, I heard you on your Standard Hour broadcast a few weeks ago. It was a wonderful performance.
I'm glad you liked it, Candy. I always look forward to those.
What are your plans, Dorothy?
Well, the season closes here, and then we open in Los Angeles.
Oh, yes, of course.
Excuse me. Come in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had guests.
That's all right. Oh, Candy, I'd like to introduce Rolf Herbert. This is Miss Matson and Mr. Watson.
It's nice to know you.
Mr. Herbert is our new baritone.
Oh, yes.
That's why we're rehearsing tonight.
I won't take any more of your time, Dorothy. I just thought we'd save a few moments of rehearsal if I told you that I don't move in that last scene. I sing upstage. That will leave you free to take as much stage as you like.
Fine, Rolf. That will save time. Thanks.
Oh, not at all. Glad to have met you, Miss Matson, Mr. Watson.
Nice to have met you, sir.
See you on stage, Dorothy.
Yes, Rolf. Rolf has a wonderful voice, and he's a good actor, too. You know, I think he'll be even better than Salavini.
I've seen him before.
Oh, yes, he's been in pictures and on the concert stage, and in opera, too, but he's never really had a good break. This might be it. Uh-oh, that's it, Candy. I'm sorry, but I'll have to leave.
Certainly, Dorothy.
Say, why don't you stand in the wings? You can watch the rehearsal if you'd like.
Oh, I'd love it.
Come on, then. Follow me.
All right, to places, everyone. Places.
This is all right, Candy. You can stay right here.
Thanks, Dorothy.
Glad to have met you, Mr. Watson.
Also, as we used to say in the theater, go out there and kill them.
See you later.
Where is Miss Warrenshaw? Ah, there you are. Herbert! Where's Herbert?
I saw him just a moment ago in the dressing room.
Well, it's late. We've got to keep moving. Please, somebody find Herbert.
From way up in the heights of the stage, the opera house was pierced with a blood-curdling scream. That was no ordinary scream. It was the scream of death. You wait here, Rembrandt. Keep your eyes open. I'm going up to have a look. That scream wasn't in the score of Faust. I punched the button for the backstage elevator. It's a good thing they work fast and are speedy. Once inside, I pressed the button for the fourth gallery. I got out. This was the top of the opera house. The place was loaded with old sets, props, papier-mâché alligators, gold goblets. Then, over on the other side of the catwalk, I saw it. The body of a man all crumpled and distorted. I hit the catwalk and ran over. It was 100 feet above the stage, and as I looked down, I could see a score of strained faces looking up through the darkness. I got on the other side and bent over the body. It was that of Rolf Herbert.
Candy, down here. I think your man just ducked down underneath the stage.
Again, I did a Mel Patton. The elevator shot me down to the stage level, and there was Rembrandt, wild-eyed.
He came down the elevator on the other side, Candy. Then he cut across the stage and down those steps.
Come on, Rembrandt, follow me. I may need help. We ran down the steps and into the bowels of the stage. It looked like a nightmare, a myriad of cross beams of steel for the rising stages. We cleared those and went around by the chorus dressing rooms. There was only one out. I remembered it. A door over in the corner, very seldom used, but it was open. It led into a long tunnel with giant steam pipes running overhead and to the right. This went underground over to the Veterans Building. Down by your feet, there's a stream of water flowing in a trough. It's the old Hayes Valley Creek. Our killer decidedly knew his opera house. As we entered the tunnel, I could see him up ahead running like crazy, so we took off after him. We made the other side, and it breaks into a big engine room. As we came into the opening, I looked around. The engineer was lying on the floor out like a light, blood spurting from his scalp. Then I glanced up. There was another door. This led into the Veterans Building itself and an avenue of escape onto Van Ness. I ran up. Then as we got into the long corridor, I saw Martinello breaking for the door. Stop! Stop, Martinello!
Stop! You think I am a fool?
I do if you don't stop.
Try and get me.
Okay, pal. You asked for it. It was the first time I had ever shot a man. It didn't feel good. But he lived, and later the doctors of law gave him a little pill. The cyanide kind they dropped inside the gas chamber at San Quentin. Martinello paid his debt. Details? Sure, I'll fill him in now. Martinello loved to sing. Ray Mallard had told me that. For years, Carlo had been hanging around the opera house hoping to step into a role. This season, a director had jokingly told him that if he ran out of baritones, he'd let Carlo take over. Carlo took him seriously. He lured Salavini down to his restaurant on a fake emergency call, costume and all, and did him in. But then he became frightened. That's when he called me. It was worth $2,000 to have me hush things up. But I don't operate like that. He had a hunch I was going to tip off Mallard. That's when he removed the body from the icebox and dumped him into the bay. Carlo had also been at the performance of Tales of Hoffman. That's when he learned that they'd rustled up Rolf Herbert to sing in place of Salavini. By this time, Martinello was obsessed with the idea of singing in the opera house and wouldn't stop at anything. Right after Herberts left Warrenshold's dressing room, he managed to get Herberts into the elevator and up to the fourth gallery behind the stage. That scream was produced by a 6-inch stiletto through Herbert's heart from the hands of Martinello. And that's when our chase began. I hope I never see that tunnel under the opera house again. That Mallard and his sentiments. It was he who gave me that gun just a week before, for my birthday. He said I needed protection. Well, darn it, I do. But I can't get Mallard to believe me. Instead, he just gives me guns.
Listen again at this same time next week. For excitement and adventure, just dial
Candy Matson, Yukon 28209.
Heard tonight were Harry Bechtel as Ralph Herberts, Jerry Walter as Carlo Martinello. Henry Leff plays the role of Inspector Mallard, and Jack Thomas is Rembrandt. Dorothy Warrenshold, star of the Standard Hour and the San Francisco Opera Company, was heard as herself. The program stars Natalie Masters as Candy and is written and produced by Monty Masters. With the exception of Miss Warrenshold, any resemblance to actual people in tonight's play is purely coincidental. Candy Matson comes to you from San Francisco. This is Dudley Manlove speaking. You are tuned for the stars on NBC.
Hello, Yukon 28209. Yes, this is Candy Matson.
Candy. How's the one-woman Scotland Yard?
Okay, Inspector. If business was any better, you fellows could all retire on your big fat pensions. Is Mallard at his office?
Oh, sure. I just left him there. He's working on a deal, but it's all right.
A deal? Oh, I won't bother him then.
It's all right. When last observed, he was perched neatly on the horns of a dilemma.
Ouch. Well, in that case, I'd better go in, Inspector.
Righto. Drop around any time. High heels sound so much nicer than flat feet.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, Lieutenant Mallard.
Candy, for Pete's sake, I wish you'd knock when you'd come in here.
Why?
Well, I might have been,
What, Mallard, dear?
asleep or something. Well, now that you're in, pull up a chair and set a spell.
I heard you were busy.
You heard I was busy, so you barged right in?
I can always barge right out again, you know.
No, stick around. I've done all I can for now.
What have you got, a murder?
In homicide, I'd be working on a purse snatching. Here, take a look. Ever see anything like that before?
Nope. Looks like a small medallion of some kind.
I don't think so. Near as I can figure, it's the symbol of an order or a cult. You recognize the characters on it?
Well, they seem to have an Egyptian flavor.
That was my thinking, too. However, I'm not an Egyptologist.
You can always take it over to the University of California.
University of California?
What's wrong with that?
Well, it'd be like cutting off my own nose. I've got Stanford and 6 points in the big game.
After what UCLA did to them?
Oh, no, sorry.
From now on, I will knock before I come in here. And if I get an answer, I'm going to leave.
You've got a point there.
I know I have.
I mean about taking this over to the university.
Hey, wait a minute. Why didn't I think of it before?
What?
Rembrandt. He has a brushing acquaintance with the Egyptian language and writing.
Rembrandt? Rembrandt Watson? Oh, you're kidding.
No, I'm not. He spent quite a bit of time in Egypt before the war. Come on, get in the car and we'll drive over to his place. I've got to see him anyway.
I'm sorry, Candy. No can do. I got to be in Judge Wallach's court in 10 minutes.
Well, let me have it and I'll take it over to him. If Rembrandt comes up with anything, I'll report right back.
Okay, just don't lose it, that's all.
Why? Can't you get another one?
Well, not this particular one, we can't. We took it off the body of a woman they found floating last night in Stowe Lake.
Stowe Lake in Golden Gate Park?
Mm-hmm.
What a charming place to take your last bath. Oh, I almost forgot what I came here for to begin with. Here's the book I borrowed from you, Mallard, dear.
Book? Which book is that?
Latest facts and figures on the rise and fall of crime throughout the Western Hemisphere, plus a comprehensive digest on criminal trends in the United States as compiled by police departments of major cities throughout the country.
Oh, thanks. Did you get anything out of it?
The book? Heck no, I just barely managed to get through the title.
The National Broadcasting Company presents Candy Matson, Yukon 28209.
I slipped the medallion into my coin purse, slipped the coin purse into my handbag, slipped Mallard a peck on the cheek, and slipped out of the Hall of Justice. I climbed into my car and drove over to California Street opposite old St. Mary's Cathedral, almost bordering a little alley facing St. Mary's Square. It is there that a very old friend of mine lives, Rembrandt Watson, the eminent Pacific Coast photographer.
I'm so glad you came by, Dove. Today of all days, I need the firm stanchion of your friendship upon which to brace myself.
Rembrandt, what on earth are you talking about?
Never has the weight of gloom rested so heavily on me shoulders. Never has the mantle of depression hung o'er me head as it does now.
Oh, put the hand back in the icebox. What gives here, Ducky?
You are gazing upon a man about to be bereft of a home.
You mean you're being evicted?
Not yet. One must face eventualities.
Can't you pay your rent? Is that it?
Oh, don't be silly, Candy. I have plenty of money.
Well, then in heaven's name, why the Hamlet routine? What do you mean you're going to be evicted?
Well, simply this, girl. A bunch of uncouth varlets are going to build an underground garage in the square next door. May I ask what is so funny?
Well, you probably won't have to move. Chances are they'll never touch this building.
But think, Candy. The dirt, the noise.
Well, I've never known either one to affect you before, Rembrandt.
It's not myself I'm thinking about. It's Henry, me Great Dane. All those steam shovels and riveting machines that have to give Henry a nervous stomach.
And on a Great Dane, that's something.
Yes, isn't it? And here's something that'll prove I'll be evicted. Look, this morning's paper.
Mm-hmm.
Right down here.
Preliminary to construction of a garage beneath St. Mary's Square was approved yesterday by the Board of Supervisors Finance Committee. The project, recommended by the San Francisco Parking Authority, involves use of St. Mary's Park subsurface area and 7 adjacent parcels of privately owned property in the area bounded by Kearney, Pine, California, and St. Anne Streets.
There. Do you see what I mean?
Well, I'd hardly call this hovel a parcel, but Yes, I do see what you mean. Well, what are you going to do about it?
What can I do about it? Look for a new place to live, that's all.
Laddie boy, I'm glad you said that. I've been meaning to have a word with you for quite some time. Now, you're doing a whale of a good business. More and more, you're catering to an extremely fashionable clientele.
That's true.
It's about time you lived the part. Your photographs are becoming known throughout the country. You couldn't have stayed here much longer anyway.
But it has such atmosphere, Candy.
That it does, especially when the wind's from the east. I tell you what, you help me on a little deal right now, and I'll spend the rest of the day looking at places with you.
Oh, Candy, will you? I was hoping you'd say that. You're a lamb.
In the spring, I am.
Oh, I get it. Spring lamb.
Yes.
Oh, la. I feel ever so much better already.
Attaboy. But before you bound completely out of your skin, Ducky, take a look at this. Wait a minute. There.
Fascinating. What is it? An amulet of some kind?
I don't know. That's why I came to see you. What does it say on there?
It's in Arabic. Awfully fine print. What did I do with my glasses?
On your forehead.
Oh. El Madi, El Hada, El Mastakbal. There's one I can't seem to translate. Wait a moment. Oh, of course. Milky.
What does it mean, Rembrandt?
Well, I'm not exactly sure of my translation, but I'd take it to read the past, the present, the future are mine.
That sounds good enough to me. Let me make a phone call, dear, and I'll be right with you. Tell me, Ducky, does that expression mean anything to you? Have you ever heard it before?
No, there are literally thousands of such sayings in Arabic. You could refer to almost anything.
That's what I was wondering about.
Headquarters, DeLucci speaking.
Oh, hello, DeLucci. This is Candy Matson. Is Lieutenant Mallard there?
Lieutenant Mallard? No, Miss Matson. He left with Judge Wallach and the jury on that Happy Dan supermarket killing. Out of Lake Merced. Probably be there the rest of the afternoon.
Oh, okay. Would you write this down for me?
Okay.
El Maji, El Hader, El Mastakbal, Hu Milky.
Miss Matson, this is a phone conversation?
It's legit.
Well, in that case, Gesundheit.
Thank you. Now, have you got that?
I guess so.
Good. Just sign my name to it and put it on Mallard's desk, will you?
Sure, if you say so.
Thanks, DeLucci. Goodbye.
Candy, are you crazy? Mallard won't understand that.
Crazy? Just the other way around. This is one night I know I'm going to get Mallard to call me.
Candy, you fool. But you're a nice fool. Just having you assure me that moving from here is the right thing to do has removed all me troubled thoughts. Transformed me into a blithe spirit.
A blithe spirit? Well, come on, blithe spirit. Let's go haunt for houses. Knowing Rembrandt as I do, he's the sort of a man who would open a doll factory across the street from a boys' school. But in this case, I was going to make sure he'd fit the locale to the business and vice versa. But what was the locale to be? Suddenly, I had it. There was a barn type of building out on Octavia Street, just off Pacific. Used to be a dance studio, but somehow or other, I seem to recall a for rent sign on the place. And that's where we went.
What is it, Candy? Looks like the place might have been a stable.
I imagine it was at one time. I do know it was a dance studio for a while.
It's for rent, all right. There's the sign.
I hope we can get in. You'll like it, I'm sure. It's just ideal for a photography studio. And it has plenty of room upstairs for living quarters and a fine big backyard out in back for Henry.
Sounds ideal. If I could only see it.
Let's walk around to that little wooden bridge at the side. Maybe there's a window we can peek through. If not, we'll run down to the real estate office.
You see?
The outside needs fixing up, but not too much.
No, as a matter of fact, if the place is any kind of shape at all and the owner is willing to talk business, I might be interested in buying the place.
What?
Well, why not? Now that I'm in the mood, and I've saved a fair amount of money the past year or two.
Oh, here's a window. Pretty dirty. Wait a minute.
Can you see anything, Candy?
A little. Enough to give you an idea how much space you have in the studio itself. Here, take a look.
Oh, it's wonderful. Just perfect. I could do all the portrait work up in front there and put all the equipment back in the... Oh!
Ducky, what is it?
I saw a man in there.
Let's see. He's motioning to us. I don't understand what... Is there a door down that way, Rembrandt?
Wait till I take a look. Yes, I see one.
Oh, that's what he wants. Come on.
Who do you suppose he is, dear?
Caretaker, maybe. We'll find out.
Was there something you wanted?
We're just looking around. We saw the sign out in front. Are you the caretaker?
No. I am the owner.
Oh, then you live here.
Again, no. There was a fire here last night. I came over to investigate.
A fire?
Yes. There wasn't much damage done. One of the neighbors saw it, and the fire department arrived almost immediately.
Lucky for you. How much rent are you asking?
I'm afraid you'll have to take that up with the real estate people. I let them handle all my transactions.
Would you be willing to sell?
I might, but that's something you have to discuss with them, too. That sounds odd, does it not? But much better off if I don't transact my own business.
Sure. Would you mind if we looked around? Mr. Watson here is rather interested.
I'm afraid that is out of the question. You see, the electricity has been turned off. You would have to use matches.
We'll be very careful, sir.
I've got matches right here in my purse.
No. It is impossible. After what happened last night, I'm afraid things might be misunderstood. I should be accused of...
Accused? Accused of what, Mr.
And what did you say your name was?
I didn't, and neither did you. We have a quaint custom here in the United States.
I am not interested in custom. I'm only interested in keeping my appointment.
You'll keep your appointment, I assure you. Do you remember high-low, Rembrandt?
Oh, yes. A quaint little device used with a great deal of success on the gridiron.
Yes. Would you like to take high, and I'll take low?
A pleasure, really. Now?
Get his arms if you can, Rembrandt.
I'm trying to think as like an eel.
I think he needs a little persuasion on the head, like so.
Oh, dear. I hope you didn't tap him too hard.
No, he just went sleepy by for a little while.
May I ask the reason for this unwomanly outburst on your part, Dove?
You certainly may, Slugger. Look, up there on that beam above us.
Oh, dear. Where are my glasses?
Back up on your forehead.
Oh. Now, what did you want me to see?
Up there. A sign on that beam. Just barely visible, but you can make it out.
Candy, no. El Mahdi, El Hada, El Mastaqbal, Hum, Milky.
Sure. I saw it when we first came in. When the boy on the floor mentioned matches, it gave me a perfectly natural chance to open my purse and flash the medallion. He saw it all right. He stopped like he'd been sapped.
He was?
Twice, yes. Once by the medallion, once by me. I think we've got something, Rembrandt. Come on, let's get to a phone and call Mallard quick. And may I say something, Ducky?
Certainly, dear.
Well, I shouldn't say it, but that was the prettiest high-low I've ever seen.
From San Francisco, the National Broadcasting Company is presenting Candy Matson, Yukon 28209.
I left my gun with Rembrandt, who by this time was sitting on our little friend. I took off, found a grocery store about 3 blocks down, and placed a call to Mallard. Fortunately, he was in, and after I told him what was happening, he was out again, this time headed for the former dance studio. I ran back to the place, and Sleeping Beauty was showing signs of coming to, with Rembrandt still riding a choppy sea on the guy's twisting chest.
I'm so glad you're back, girl. Miss Steed is beginning to buck a bit, and I did so want to avoid smacking him on the noggin again.
Yeah, I don't blame you. After a while, it begins to hurt. Here, give me the gun, Rembrandt. Thanks. Now, stand back. If the Joker tries anything, there's going to be badminton with bullets for birds.
Did you get Mallard?
Yes, he'll be here in a moment or two.
In the Hall of Justice? That'll be forever.
You don't know Mallard when he has a chance to play with that siren. Yeah, Tessman's snapping out of it.
Oh, I think, miss, you will regret exceedingly what you have done.
Maybe so, maybe no. Now, care to tell us about this past, present, and future Armine stuff?
I'm not saying a word.
Does it surprise you I know the translation? You might as well tell us. You'll have to in the long run.
I have nothing to say, and I mean that.
I'll bet you do. Wait a minute. See who it is, Rembrandt.
It's Mallard and his platoon system.
Good. Open the door for them.
Well, this is cozy. All you need is a 4th for bridge. And I kibitz?
He's all yours, Footflat.
Okay, get 'em, boys. Let's go.
Hey, wait a minute. You haven't seen the building.
The building can wait. This cookie's hot, and I want to keep him that way. Like I said, boys, take him away. Give him that big hall of justice.
123 O'Leary, and we were at the jailhouse on Washington Street. 456 O'Leary, and our lad was whisked away into the inner sanctums for a pleasant little game called Information, Please. 789 O'Leary, and Mallard was back in his office snorting fire at me. And when he snorts fire, Sister Susie, it's frightening.
What are you trying to do? Have the whole city administration down on my neck?
Why, Mallard, what do you mean?
I'll tell you what I mean. We've arrested a man who's completely in the clear. He can shoot the works at us, sue us for false arrest.
Wait a minute. Something's off the beam here. What's his name?
Tessman, Al Tessman.
How do you know he's in the clear?
Because we checked just now. He's been a respectable citizen of San Francisco for over 20 years. Owns a lot of real estate around town. Fine reputation, excellent credit, the works. And you have to stir up a hornet's nest.
I don't know what to say.
I do. Go home and stay there. I have a hunch the guy's going to press an assault and battery charge against you and Rembrandt. And he's got every legal right to do it, too.
Yipes. I wonder how I'll look in stripes. Mallard was just plain out-and-out sore. Judging the mess on its face value, he was entitled to be sore. But I'm not the gal to take things on face value. That sign on the beam out at the old studio definitely had a link with the inscription on the amulet. I was sure of it. And I was sure that Tessman was a link, too. So I fell back on the private eye's first lesson, how to shadow a suspect. The use of doorways, trees, buildings, shrubs, fences, and etc. So hiding behind an etc., I waited outside the Hall of Justice until I saw Tessman leave the building. All he did was snag a cab and disappear into an apartment house on the top of Clay Street. I checked the ground floor and found there were only 3 outlets. The main entrance, the service entrance alongside, and the garage around the corner. I parked across the street where I could see all 3 and waited. And waited. About 2 a.m., I figured Tessman had holed up for the night, so I went home and got myself a nice little jolt. My penthouse was a mess. It looked like a senior-grade monsoon had ripped through the place. It stacked up that Tessman couldn't have done it, so there must be somebody else who wanted in on the act. As far as I could tell, nothing was missing, so I straightened up as best I could and hit the sack. The alarm went off at 5 o'clock the next morning, and I struggled into my clothes, drove over to Rembrandt's place, rustled him into my car, and we took off.
You're mad, Candy. Positively mad. What's the idea of waking me up in the middle of the night?
It's not the middle of the night, Ducky. It's morning. Remember, the early birds get the worms.
For a change, I'd like to see the early worm get the bird. What are we doing gallivanting about like this?
We're putting the shadow on Tessman.
Is he the worm?
One of them. In spite of the fact that Mallard whitewashed him. Here we are.
How lush. The Blake Essex.
We'll just park here. Hunch down in your seat, Ducky. I hardly imagine our worm has departed yet. A half hour passed by. Just as the sun peeked over the East Bay hills and scattered its own bright rays on the water of the bay, a car backed out of the Blake Essex garage. It was Tessman, all right. He wheeled the car down Clay Street, and we followed. He turned left on Taylor, and again when he reached Pacific. I had a hunch where he was going. He crossed Van Ness Avenue, and we did likewise. That was when Rembrandt spoke up.
I hate to mention it, dear, but I think the shadowers are being shadowed.
How do you mean?
I've looked behind several times. There seems to be a car following us.
Just a coincidence. I wouldn't worry about it. Look, our boy's turning off onto Octavia. Just as I thought, he's returning to the studio.
What do we do now?
Go as slowly as we can. Give him time to park the car, get inside the building, and then go in after him.
Are you sure you know what you're doing, Candy?
Nope.
Oh. Well, then it's all right.
We'll go past Octavia to Laguna, and down to Broadway, and come back from that direction. That should do it. Now to double back along Broadway.
I dislike being repetitious, girl, but the car's still following us.
Well, there's nothing like a showdown. Here we are at Octavia. Let's find out. Look, across the street at the studio. Out in front there. Bags of cement, sand, and a pile of bricks.
That wasn't there when we left yesterday.
No.
There's our friend, Candy, if he is.
Well, I'm going to find out about this right now.
Please, Miss Matson, remain seated in your car.
There's a gun, Candy.
That's a naive observation, Rembrandt. Looks more to me like a cannon.
I assure you I won't hesitate using it. Now, if you and Mr. Watson will get out in an orderly manner and walk across the street into the studio, there will be no trouble.
Looks like we have no choice. Come on, Ducky. This should be great sport. When you have a gun that size poking into your nose, it's easy to be convinced. We walked across the street and into the studio. Even with the brilliant morning sunshine outside, the place was dark and grim. And Tessman lad was waiting to meet us, wearing the very latest in smirks.
Just as you planned, Master. It was so easy. They fell into our trap beautifully. And now they shall feel no pain. To work, Tessman. There can be no further delay.
Yes, Master. It shall be done.
He calls me Master. And that is as it should be. Now, Miss Matson, now that you've so conveniently returned to our shrine, the amulet, please.
I haven't got it. I left it at home in another purse.
It wasn't in your place last night.
So you're the character who wrecked my apartment.
That is right. And now, if you will be so kind as to empty your purse on the table there.
You better do it, Candy.
Yes. There seems to be no alternative.
Now the coin purse, please. Yes, the amulet. Thank you.
There's a streetcar token, too. You can have that if you want it.
The past, the present, the future are mine. Mine, Miss Matson. An old saying of one of the ancient pharaohs. I adopted it for myself. Rather brilliant, wouldn't you say?
I'd say you need a new scriptwriter.
Now I shall tell you about your future. This building, being on a hill, was built on solid rock foundations. My faithful servant, Tessman, is an expert stonemason. You see that chamber-like affair hewn into the rock? Tessman is going to build a brick wall across it. You are going to be sealed inside, also like the ancient pharaohs. Only it will take more than a Howard Carter or a Lord Carnarvon to discover you.
The guy was a madman, and a madman usually keeps his word. Tessman went to work. Little by little, the ceiling wall of bricks took shape. Once I pressed my hand against the bricks. They must have been using a fast-hardening mortar mix of some kind. The wall was as firm as the ages. Zoma smiled. Finally, there was an opening just large enough to crawl through. That's when Zoma spoke up.
Enough, Tessman. I will complete the work.
As you will, Master.
My mission here is finished. You three are the only ones who know about me. And so I shall destroy all evidence and move on to newer fields. Tessman, in you go.
What? Master, no. No. I have served you faithfully.
I said get in.
No, I won't die. I won't. Not even for you.
What? That fool. The future belongs to me. You two, get him.
What?
Shove him into the tomb. Now. I trust you won't be quite so idiotic. Suffocation isn't too unbearable. I think I shall call this the Tomb of the Wayward Three. Yes, that will be good. Is he in?
Yes.
Very well. You may follow.
Go ahead, Rembrandt. I'm sorry I got you into this.
That's all right.
And now for the final act. The complete obliteration. Yes. People all over the world have lost their way. They struggle in darkness. It is up to me to bring them the truth. For after all, El Hadi, El Hader, El Mostakbal Humilki, all mine.
What about that woman you dumped into Stowe Lake, Zoma?
A very generous lady. She contributed over $15,000 to the cause. But then the poor thing began to doubt me. Said something about going to the authorities. Most unfortunate. It was then that even I, Zoma, made a mistake. I forgot about the amulet I had given her. She was still wearing it about her neck. I will not make that error again. And now, like the final toast to life, the last brick. Sleep well, foolish ones. Forever.
Get your hands straight up in the air, Mac.
You desecrator!
I said get your hands up!
Yes, I will, like this!
Candy, where are you?
Over here, Mallard. Behind this brick wall.
A fine thing, that's all I've got to say. Running around and messing things up. Boy, he's really got you tucked away, hasn't he?
Come on, Mallard. Get us out of here. We can hardly breathe.
We?
Rembrandt and I.
Oh, no.
Your pal Tessman, who's past breathing.
Boy, you can sure do it, can't you, Candy? I think I ought to leave you in there. You almost messed this whole thing up.
I did? How?
Why did you think we released Tessman?
Tessman.
Yeah, I know. Ollie Tessman. I'll call him Tessman. Because it was the first lead we got on this joker Zoma. We've been after him for months.
Why?
Playing on the superstitious people with a yen for the occult. We had nothing to go on until we fished that woman out of Stowe Lake with the amulet around her neck. Then you have to go and stick your pretty nose into the picture.
What about Tessman?
Up until he met Zoma, he was okay. Doing quite well in real estate. Then along came the master. Tessman turned over the studio for Zoma to use as a temple. But after he dumped the tomato into Stowe Lake, Zoma realized he'd have to liquidate his affairs and get the bejavers to other parts of the country. With you and Rembrandt making like cops and robbers, he knew he had 3 people to get out of the way. He almost got away with it.
But how did you get here when you did?
Sheer luck, Cupcake. I was only returning to make a routine checkup on this joint. Sister, are you lucky?
You can say that again.
All right. Sister, are you?
Oh.
On second thought, maybe you aren't.
What do you mean, Mallard, dear?
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's an interfering woman. I think I'll just leave you in there.
Mallard, no.
Irene, good night. Irene, good night.
Mallard, you can't do this.
Irene,
get us out of here.
Okay, on one condition.
Sure. What is it?
Promise you'll go to a Roy Acuff movie with me tonight.
Roy Acuff movie. What do you think, Rembrandt?
A fate worse than death.
That's what I thought, too. So long, Mallard. On your way out, just seal in that last brick, will you?
Listen again next week at this same time. For excitement and adventure, just dial
Candy Matson, Yukon 28209.
The part of Tessman was played by John Grover. Zoma was Lou Tobin. Henry Leff is heard as Lieutenant Ray Mallard, and Jack Thomas is Rembrandt Watson. The program stars Natalie Masters and is written and directed by Monty Masters. Bill Brownell creates the sound effects, and Eloise Rowan is heard at the organ. Our engineer was Frank Barron. Any resemblance to actual people is purely coincidental. The characters in the story were entirely fictitious. The program came to you from San Francisco. Dudley Manlove speaking. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
Hello, Yukon 28209. Yes, this is Candy Matson.
The National Broadcasting Company presents Candy Matson, Yukon 28209.
Hello?
Oh, girl, this is Rembrandt. I've been trying to get in touch with you for the last 3 days.
I've been smog-bound.
What?
I've been visiting an aunt of mine in Los Angeles, Ducky.
A fate worse than death. However, I am glad to know you're back. How's your feeling for long-hair music, Dove?
I can take it or leave it. Why?
In this case, I hope you can take it. Ever hear of a gentleman named Eric Spaulding?
The noted English symphony conductor? Oh, of course.
I used to know him in London. He's here to conduct a series of concerts.
Bully for him. I know where I can get him a baton wholesale.
He needs more than a baton, Candy, dear. He needs help. That's why I'm calling you.
What's he want me to do, look for the lost chord?
You don't know how close to being right you are, girl. Anyway, he's going to drop by my place this evening. I wonder if you could come over, too.
Well, I was going to hit the prone position early tonight, but if you really want me to be there, I'll do it.
Splendid, Candy. Come for dinner, won't you? I just bought a new chafing dish, and I'm whipping up a tasty scraping of pasta rasson.
Well, how interesting.
It is. It's spaghetti a la Watson.
Candy Matson, the girl all San Francisco claims to know personally. That's because she hits the front pages of the newspapers more often than the Three Bridges. Kate, you came in late. Candy makes a tidy little living by minding her own business. The business being one of private investigation. Take this deal with Rembrandt Watson and Eric Spaulding. It sounded innocent enough to start with. A clue here, a corpse there can make a very interesting story. One that Candy Matson can tell you about herself right now.
What did the man say? A clue here, a corpse there? Well, he's almost right. The corpse came first, the clue later. I also ran across the most ingenious device ever dreamed up to cause a man to lose his job. And I managed to get a little culture on me, whether I wanted it or not. Because in the course of this little deal, I got better acquainted with Mozart, Brahms, Beethoven, even Khachaturian. Bless you. It all began by accepting Rembrandt's invitation that night for dinner and a meeting with Eric Spaulding. For the sake of the musician, I climbed into a gown that made music as I walked. It was cut trimly on the grace notes and called for a reprise every other bar. Then I put on my coda and went over to Rembrandt's place on California Street opposite Old St. Mary's.
Candy girl, welcome to Menard Hill, Ramasere.
Thank you, dear.
Come in, come in. Breathtaking, positively breathtaking.
Thank
you. You look gorgeous in that, what is it, Candy?
If you just stop and consider the thousands of man-hours put in by little worms all over mulberry bushes, you wouldn't ask that question.
Oh, silk.
Mm-hmm. Where's the maestro?
Oh, Eric hasn't arrived yet. He'll be here shortly.
What's his problem, Ducky?
I haven't the slightest idea, but he seems terribly upset. His worry seems to concern itself with his concert tomorrow night at the Opera House.
These boys with the long hair and coattails to match, they're always worrying. I don't know how most of them manage to live so long.
Oh, help yourself to the port, dear. I had some hors d'oeuvres, but Henry, the Great Dane, beat us to them.
Henry, heavens. I haven't seen him in ages. How is he, dear?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked, Candy. He's missed you terribly. I'll let him in for just a moment.
Oh, no, Rembrandt, I didn't mean that.
He's missed you so, dear.
Oh, Rembrandt, he's charging me. No, Henry, no. Rembrandt, help. He's got his paws all over my brow.
Isn't that sweet? Such devotion. Candy, he adores you.
Well, tell him to do his adulation from the floor with all four paws on it. Quick, Rembrandt, I'm becoming pigeon-chested.
What a beautiful picture.
Rembrandt.
Oh, yes. Henry, down, sir. This instant. There we are.
Now I know how that mud shoal in Chesapeake Bay felt when the big mole landed on it.
Into the kitchen, Henry. Back to your side of beef. That's the lad. Oh, that must be Eric.
Or another Great Dane.
Eric, dear boy, do come in.
Thank you. Ah, what a charming place, Rembrandt. So bohemian.
That's one word for it. Personally, I call it cluttered. Candy, dear, may I present Eric Spaulding, Eric Candy Matson.
How do you do? Really quite an honor, Mr. Spaulding. I've heard many of your European recordings.
Is that a fact? Yes, I had a very good orchestra in London. Nice chaps all. Played well together.
I used to know the producer on the Standard Hour. That way I became quite familiar with the playing of the San Francisco Orchestra. How do the two compare, Mr. Spaulding?
That's like trying to compare the Atlantic Ocean with the Pacific. Both large bodies of water, but entirely different in characteristics. However, I feel the San Francisco organization would rate among the best in the world, with the proper conducting.
And you feel you can give it the proper conducting?
Most certainly.
I see.
Why don't you tell Candy about your innovation in music, Eric? I'm sure she'd be greatly interested.
Oh, yes, I'm surely.
It's nothing more nor less than applied showmanship, Miss Matson. I've always had the firm belief that music should paint a mental picture.
I imagine the composers did, too.
So I've made it a point to always include one number in my concerts where we play in fluorescent lighting.
Oh, yes, I recall reading an article in Life about that.
I've been severely criticized for it. I conduct with an illuminated baton. To me, the musical message is much better presented in that manner. The audience sits in the dark. It has a chance to interpret what the composer intended saying.
Could be.
I've been accused of everything from cheap theatricals to degrading the concert stage. But I'm sticking with it. I'm convinced the public appreciates what I'm trying to do.
Rembrandt tells me you're bothered about something, Mr. Spaulding.
Yes, I am. I'm an artiste, Miss Matson. I know only one thing, music. That's why I wish to speak to someone in your line, investigating and that sort of thing.
That sort of thing leads to money.
I know. And I'll be very glad to retain you, if you can help me find out what I want to know.
And that would be?
Someone is trying to sabotage me, Miss Matson. The San Francisco concerts are critical stepping stones in my career. I've given 2 concerts. Each time, during the selection, where we black out the lights, the orchestra, en masse, has hit one foul, rotten chord.
Well, didn't you get it straightened out in rehearsal?
That's just it. It never happened in rehearsal. I've checked the score afterward. Perfect. I've talked to the orchestra personnel. They're more amazed than I.
To say the least, it must be extremely embarrassing at a moment like that.
Believe me, words haven't been invented to describe such a feeling of mortification. The audience starts to titter, then laughs. By then, the whole thing has been shot to blazes. My reputation is at stake, Miss Matson.
I see what you mean.
I thought perhaps with your trained sleuthing instincts you might be able to help me. My old friend Rembrandt here recommends you highly.
Thanks, old friend here. You've got me interested, Mr. Spaulding. When did you say your next performance is?
Tomorrow night at the Opera House.
Tell you what. I don't know what your contract calls for, but whatever it is, we'll split the fee and I'll go to work for you.
What? Why, that's preposterous.
Isn't the future of your career worth it, Mr. Spaulding?
Why, Very well. I think it's outrageous, but what can one do?
Okay. Now, when do you rehearse for tomorrow night's concert?
Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.
Very well, I'll be there. Just one word of caution. Pay no attention to me whatsoever. Make like as if I don't even exist.
Agreed.
Oh, I'm so glad everything's settled. Now we can get to the spaghetti vasson. Me food is practically chafing at the dish. Let's have absolutely stuff, shall we?
The spaghetti wasson was magnificent. Rembrandt has the green thumb for taking the most ordinary food, adding a bird's nest or two and a dash of some witch's potion, and making it taste like ambrosia. There was only one drawback. For days after, you walked around like you had a red-hot barbecue pit in your stomach. I stopped off on my way home, bought a Chronicle, completed the journey, and piled into bed. Then I read the paper, missed Kane, caught DeRoos, glanced at the radio column, and then concentrated on the musical section. There it was, Spaulding's concert for the following evening. The first movement from Brahms first, the Fountains of Rome, the Rienzi, so on and so forth, and for his blackout selection, Swan Lake. With that, I dozed off, and before I could pick up the remnants of a dream I'd had the night before, it was morning and I was dressing and on my way to the Opera House.
Just a moment, young lady. You're not with the orchestra?
No, I'm here on official business for Mr. Spaulding.
Oh, sure. Go right on in.
I passed through the stage door and onto the stage itself. Just as I did, a little faraway thought started tickling the back regions of my brain. Spaulding. By a strange quirk, there was a gal who plays first flute in the orchestra named Spaulding. I worked my way around to where the musicians were unpacking their instruments. There she was, the gal herself. Hello there.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Fine, thanks. You don't remember me, do you? I'm Candy Matson.
Oh, yes, the young lady detective. You used to drop backstage now and then for the Standard broadcast.
That's right.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you. What's this I hear about the orchestra falling on its face the last 2 concerts?
It's an amazing thing, Miss Matson. We're at a complete loss of words for an explanation. I understand it's front-page news all over the country.
And why not? A thing of this sort is news.
Eric's fit to be tied, of course.
I can't blame him. Incidentally, I just happened to think, Isn't your name Spaulding, too?
I beg your pardon?
I said, isn't your name Spaulding, too?
Why, yes, it is. We spell it differently, however.
Oh, so?
Yes. Eric spells his name Spaulding. I have no U in my name.
Mm-hmm. You both have a decided British accent.
Oh, you think so? I rather thought I'd lost mine.
No, hardly. Tell me, how do the members of the orchestra feel about these numbers played under fluorescent light?
Well, it doesn't bother them. They think it's slightly silly, but they don't pay any attention to it. Each conductor has his own little idiosyncrasies.
I see. Well, I hope you have a fine rehearsal, Mrs. Spaulding.
Miss Spaulding.
Oh, yes, Miss.
You're going to be around for the concert this evening?
I believe so. I find it becomes more interesting all the time. Something was phony with the gal, but I couldn't put my finger on it. I tossed it off and decided to think about that angle later. In the meantime, I ducked into a quiet corner of the wings and listened carefully to the whole rehearsal. Then it came time for the blackout number, Swan Lake. It went beautifully, without a hitch. At the finish, Eric mopped his moist brow and spoke to the orchestra.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. You all know what has happened in these particular spots. The rehearsal this morning has gone beautifully. I thank you. I hardly think I need to remind you that tonight's concert will be critical, to say the least. If we repeat what has happened in the past two performances, I shudder to think what will be said of me and you as an organization. Will you all please pay a special attention to the score this evening for my sake, as well as yours? That is all, and again, I thank you.
With that, Spaulding dismissed the orchestra. I waited a reasonable length of time, then dropped around to his dressing room. The concertmeister was in with Eric, so I waited. And waited. Finally, he was alone. Or so I thought.
Oh, Miss Matson, come in.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Spaulding. I thought you were by yourself.
Oh, 1,000 pardons. Miss Matson, may I present Waldo Raimondi, my arranger?
Mr. Raimondi.
A pleasure indeed.
Now, there was something you wanted to talk about, Miss Matson?
No.
Oh, that's all right. I'm just pushing off.
Do that, will you, Waldo? And take care of that second bar after letter K. It should be an A natural.
No, Eric, not an A natural. It should be A flat.
Ah, yes, that's right. A flat.
Yes.
I'm so upset. Well, take care of it, will you, Waldo?
Righto. I'll see you back at the hotel. Very happy to have met you, Miss Matson.
Also, Mr. Raimondi.
Well?
Well, yourself.
I don't understand.
Neither do I. Let's both get with it. Are you acquainted personally with any members of the orchestra here?
Oh, in a vague sort of way.
How vague would your friendship with the first flutist be?
How did you know about her?
I didn't, but now you've told me. Almost. What about her?
I was hoping this would be kept quiet. She was my wife.
I had a hunch it was something like that. Could she have anything to do with your lack of grace notes?
No, not Nona.
Nona?
The former Mrs. Spaulding.
Well, we've got to start somewhere. She's as good a target as any.
I'm afraid you're on the wrong scent, Miss Matson. Nona and I had our differences. We split up. She came to America and joined the orchestra here in San Francisco. She's respected and admired. She wouldn't do anything to jeopardize her musical career, I'm sure.
But she might yours. Have you cut up any old capers since you've been here, Mr. Spaulding?
No, we haven't spoken. It's an unwritten rule we've both observed.
This has the same aroma Monterey has during the sardine season. Well, I'll keep plugging away. Good luck on the concert tonight. You need it. The hotel where Spaulding and Company made its headquarters was just a hop, skip, and a jump from the Opera House. But I would have looked silly getting there that way, so I drove. A simple question produced results. Waldo Raimondi was in room 1812. And before I could ponder whether that was from the overture of the same number, I was there.
Come in, please. Oh, hello. Come in, won't you?
Thank you. I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Oh, no, not at all. Seems we have a music lover in our midst.
However, don't you think Eric might resent this little visit? Why, you little...
Cut it, Raimondi. You're lucky I only slapped your face. I'm here on business only.
Get out of here.
Not yet, small time. I want to have a little talk with you.
Who do you think you are, walking in here and making demands of me?
The name is Miss Matson. That doesn't mean anything to you, I'm sure, but I happen to be a private investigator.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think that... you will forgive me, won't you?
I'll call a meeting of the board and let you know. I've got a couple of questions to ask. Give me the right answers and we'll both save time.
Gladly, if I can.
How long have you been with Spaulding?
Almost 17 years.
Did you know that the first flutist here was once his wife?
Yes. We don't talk about it. Neither do we talk to her.
What about this studied confusion that's occurred during the last two concerts?
It's most incredible. None of us can understand it.
No, none of us. Doesn't it strike you that a whole symphony orchestra just couldn't possibly go sour unless the whole symphony orchestra had agreed?
Or unless the score was wrong. But that couldn't be it either. Both Eric and I have checked immediately afterward, and that leaves us...
nowhere.
Exactly. I have only one further suggestion.
And that would be...
Get better acquainted with Nona Spaulding.
What do you mean by that?
You're a private investigator, Miss Matson. Why not apply the tools of your trade?
The whole thing was becoming as simple as hydrogen. Using my cool Sam Spade logic, I decided to do nothing until after the concert that evening. So I went home to my penthouse on Telegraph Hill, showered, and slipped into something movie writers would have described as... comfortable? Then I called Rembrandt on the phone.
Rembrandt Watson Studios.
This is Candy Matson, Private Eyeball.
How delightful. We both got to plug in.
Yes.
What's on your mind now?
You, dear. How would you like to attend the Spaulding concert tonight?
Oh, Candy, I've heard music before.
So have I. But this is more or less a command performance.
I recognize the command in your voice. Very well. Shall I dress?
It's customary, isn't it?
I mean, how would you like me? In soup and fish?
No, Ducky, I've seen your soup and fish. It's covered with soup and fish. No, just come as you are.
Oh, Candy.
Very well. As you say, dress. I'll pick you up about 7:30.
Splendid. Where are we sitting? The Diamond Horseshoe?
That's right. Backstage in the wings. I bustled about getting ready. As long as I was going to be backstage, I didn't have to get too fancy. So in practically nothing flat, I was out in the car and once again driving over to Rembrandt's place. He was ready, he jumped in, and we took off for the Opera House. The carriage trade was arriving at the carriage trade entrance, so I found a place to park out in back, and then we went in, talked to Wally, one of the stagehands, and got 2 chairs on the left. Just at that moment, the concertmeister gave the cue for the orchestra to tune up. That was Spaulding's cue to float out from stage right and make his entrance. He carried more ham per pound than you'd find in a Chicago stockyard. He minced to the podium, bowed, scraped, and faced the orchestra. It all started nicely enough, even though the orchestra was playing as if it were sitting on eggs. First the Brahms, then Fountains of Rome. They took a bath in the first fountain. It felt so good they went on to another. Then another, and they were through all the fountains. Now it was time for the production number. The lights dimmed. The fluorescent lights on the music stands came on. Spaulding flipped a switch and his baton lit up. You could feel a tenseness come over the audience, and the orchestra started hatching its eggs. Eric gave the downbeat, and Swan Lake was underway. Everyone seemed to feel that the worst was over. You could almost hear the snapping of spines as the audience relaxed and settled back in their seats. And that's when it happened. It had happened again. The most horrible-sounding chord I'd ever heard. The audience stood up. This time there were no laughs, just a stunned amazement. The orchestra stopped playing, and Spaulding threw his baton on the stage and walked off into the wings. Slowly, the orchestra followed. I was just as dumbstruck as the rest. Then I got my wits about me and ducked around to the rear. Come on, Rembrandt.
To where, girl?
Anywhere. I want to talk to people, find out what happened.
Don't you know? They blew a king-size clinker.
Oh, that was well established. It'll be heard round the world. But I want to find out how it happened. Uh-oh. There's Spaulding talking to Raimondi.
I'm ruined, Waldo, through. Washed up. How can this sort of thing happen? How can it possibly happen?
Oh, look, Eric, calm down. It's not as bad as you're making it out.
I'm not making anything out. I'm facing the facts. I'm through. Do you suppose I can face the critics, the public, after 3 successive performances like this? Oh, there you are, Miss Matson. A lot of help you've been. You let it happen again.
Cool off, Buster. You can't avoid something happening when you don't know what that something is. This is a something that's never been written into the books. Or wait a minute. Hasn't it? All of a sudden, I've got me an idea.
Great heavens! By all the prophets, what's going on here tonight?
If you'll forgive my sudden departure, I intend finding out. We made like the cavalry going up San Juan. The scream had come from off stage over in the dressing rooms. That's where we headed. By the time we got there, a crowd had gathered. And there, in room 14, with her flute clutched firmly in her hands, lay Nona Spaulding. I don't know what happened. Possibly I'm going to try and get through here and find out what happened. Excuse me. Pardon me. Oh.
How is she, Candy?
She's not feeling well, Rembrandt. As a matter of fact, she isn't feeling at all. She's dead. This was the kind of development I hadn't counted on at all. An orchestra coming apart like wet tissue paper is one thing, but murder is another. That's where my friend Inspector Mallard comes into the picture. I made a call to headquarters, but he was out. So instead, a couple of his boys came over. I left the entire thing in their capable hands and tried to clear up a little unfinished business of my own. You still play the cello, Rembrandt?
Strictly for my own amusement, Dove. Why?
Well, you know music. Take a look at the score. Right about here.
Oh, yes. This is just about where they hit that foul chord.
That's right. Notice anything wrong?
Let me see. This bar looks all right. And so does this one. They didn't get past this point.
Look carefully.
Why, yes. Little indentations alongside the notes.
Ever so slight, but there, nevertheless. The pattern is beginning to take shape, Rembrandt. And if you'll look again, you'll find these little irregularities throughout the whole score.
Candy, you're right.
Now's as good a time as any to find out if I'm right or not. Wally! Wally!
Is that you, Candy?
That's right. Do me a favor, Wally. When I shout now, switch on the fluorescent lights, will you?
Okay.
Now hand me that score, Rembrandt. We'll place it on the music stand like this. Good. Keep your eyes on this bar right here. Don't look away for 1 instant. Now, Wally.
Okay.
Watch now. There are the lights. What do you see?
Candy. Incredible. That chord changed right before me very eyes. Why, nobody could play that. It has dissonance over dissonance.
That's what you heard tonight. Keep watching. The regular lights again, Wally.
Right, Candy.
There. You see? Back to normal again. But you don't see the bad chord, do you?
No. This is amazing.
Most amazing. The copyist used a certain kind of ink that vanished under the fluorescent lights. And at that time, a whole new score appeared, with that awful chord buried in it. Diabolical, isn't it?
Yes, isn't it? Too bad you're so clever, Miss Matson.
Hi, Raimondi. I wasn't sure for a while, but when Mrs. Spaulding got it in the dressing room, I had my money on you.
It's a shame your knowledge won't do you any good. You're not going to be able to use it. You see, here in my pocket, a very competent 38. Now move, both of you, quietly, over to Eric's dressing room.
You better do as the man says, Rembrandt.
Oh, there you are, Miss Matson. I want
to... Oh, no, you don't, Eric.
Spaulding, you all right?
Yes, I'm all right. Just nip me.
Come on, Rembrandt. He's ducking around backstage. There he goes. He's trapped and he knows it. The cops are over on the other side of the stage.
He's coming back this way.
Rembrandt, the stage has been raised on the elevators.
He's going to run right into that opening. Raimondi! Look out! Raimondi!
How do you feel, Spaulding?
A little weak. Just hand me a spot of that brandy, will you? I shall be all right.
Sure. Tell me, why was Raimondi gunning for you?
Until tonight, I didn't know he was.
All of a sudden, that name, Raimondi, means something to me. Here's your brandy.
Thank you. Yes, Waldo was a very promising violinist. Great things had been predicted for him until the summer of 1933.
What happened?
We were driving through Sussex when my car overturned. His left hand was badly smashed. Had to have the last 3 fingers amputated. That was the end of his career. First he was bitter, wouldn't speak to me. Said it was all my fault. Little by little, I won him over. Then, because music was his world, I gave him a position of companion and librarian. He's been with me ever since.
Yes, plotting your downfall. And very cunning, too. He waited all these years to pull the switch on his clever device.
Why is that, Miss Matson?
Your wife, Spaulding. Raimondi had it figured out that you'd attach all the blame to your ex-wife.
Poor Nona. Gone. And Waldo, too.
Yes. And all because that accident left a bigger scar on his mind than it did on his hand. Well, I'll see you, Spaulding. That was some concert tonight. It seemed to have just about everything. It was too bad about the ex-Mrs. Spaulding. She let her heart rule her head. She went to Raimondi's dressing room to make an overture, to perhaps make an effort to patch up her lost romance with Eric. She walked in at a bad time. Raimondi was applying the finishing touches to his phony score. There was an assortment of ink all over the table. At the time, it didn't mean anything to Nona, but during the performance, she discovered the same thing I did. After that bad chord, she rushed off stage, ready to apply the crusher to Waldo. He saw what she was up to and beat her to it, with a window weight over the head. Well, like I've said many times, some of that music gets too deep for me. I think I'll just stick to something not quite so complicated. Something simple, enjoyable. Something you can understand. Like bop, perhaps?
Listen again next week at this same time. For excitement and adventure, just dial...
Candy Matson, Yukon 28209.
Heard tonight were Hal Burdick as Eric Spaulding, Harry Bechtel as Waldo Raimondi, and Norma Tuart as Mrs. Spaulding. Jack Thomas plays the part of Rembrandt Watson. The program stars Natalie Masters as Candy and is written and produced by Monty Masters. Sound effects are created by Bill Brownell and Jay Rendon. Eloise Rowan is heard at the organ. The characters in tonight's story are entirely fictitious. Any resemblance to actual people is purely coincidental. Bill Walker speaking. The program came to you from San Francisco.
You are tuned for the stars on NBC.
Hello, Candy Matson.
I understand you've been hired to find out who knocked off Donna Dunham.
Abrupt and right to the point. That's my business, old man who talks like a ghost.
Take care of your health, little lady. Donna Dunham is dead. Let her stay like that.
You take care of your Q's and I'll shell my P's, understood?
Not quite. Listen to this.
Oh, goody, goody. Bullets now delivered by phone. Thanks for the slug. I'll have it identified later.
Maybe you'll be identified later. Remember what I said, Candy Matson. Forget about Donna Dunham.
My name is Candy Matson. I like money, lots of it. That's why I became a private eye. And, too, you meet such interesting people. Mostly dead. But getting back to the cash angle, that's why I took on the Donna Dunham case. I knew it was full of dynamite. But a girl has to eat now and then, maintain a penthouse on Telegraph Hill, and keep the moths out of a few mink coats. Doesn't she? Sure. And a shot fired into your room from across the street at 3 a.m. is just one of those occupational hazards. So I took the job, and the 500, and went to work. Like to hear how the whole thing started? Well, leave us proceed to Act 1. I'd had a hard day at the office, sleeping all day, and I needed a bit of a tonic to pick me up. So the natural thing to do was to ground loop into the marigold room and see what could be done. As I sank down onto one of the padded stools, the dispenser approached. Make it a martini, my good man, very dry. So dry it comes out like a blotter.
Look, lady, nothing would give me more pleasure, but I can't serve you here unless you have an escort.
What? Oh, I'm waiting for someone.
That's what they all say.
But he'll be here very soon.
I know. It never fails.
Why, you low-minded cronk. For 2 cents, I'd knock your...
I arrived just in time. Save your 2 cents, my dear.
Huh?
You heard what the lady said? A martini. Make it 2.
Yeah. Sure. I thought it was just another one of those, 2 martinis.
Well, saved from a fate worse than death, Miss Matson.
Who are you?
A natural question.
And I'd like a natural answer.
Roberts is my name. Warren Roberts.
Oh.
I own a few steamships hither and yon about the world.
Oh, yes, I know. I took a trip on one of your scows once. The food was a nightmare's nightmare.
How do you think I came to be a millionaire?
Aha, I see your point. How did you know my name, and what do you want?
I have a business proposition to make to you, Miss Matson.
You're sure it's business, Mr. Roberts?
Strictly business, Miss Matson.
Call me Candy. You tell me the details, and I'll tell you what it'll cost you.
Fair enough.
But don't faint. You can always make it back on your food.
Well, I can hardly tell you here. Suppose we drop over to my place.
But I want that martini.
My man will make us a batch over there.
Oh, the things I do to make a living. Okay, let's go.
Hey, how about these drinks?
Here you are, my man, and save the martinis for some poor wayward soul who hasn't the wherewithal to make the purchase.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Roberts. I didn't know you were expecting company so soon after...
Take Miss Matson's things, Montgomery, and bring us some martinis.
They're all made, sir.
Good. Let's go into the drawing room, shall we?
Mm-hmm. Modest little mousetrap, isn't it? And I'll bet it's had a good path beaten to its door, too.
Quite a sense of humor you have, Candy.
Well, it helps now and then.
Here, sit down here. That's it.
I can't quite see you. It's like being behind a retaining wall. Oh, well, I'll just listen. What's the topic of conversation?
A young lady named Donna Dunham.
Uh-huh, the female element. What is your connection?
Much strictly that of a patron.
Oh?
Miss Dunham was a hat-check girl over at the Scarlet Dawn. I heard her sing one night. I decided right then and there that I was going to sponsor her career.
Was?
Yes. Donna Dunham was murdered early this morning.
By you?
What? Are you out of your head?
Yes, when I think of the fee I'm going to get from you.
I beg your pardon, sir. The martinis.
What? Oh, yes. Put them down there, Montgomery.
Yes, sir.
Very good, Montgomery. I won't need anything else tonight.
Thank you, sir. Good night, miss.
Good night. Don't sleep too tight.
May I?
You certainly may. I've been waiting far too long for one of these.
There you are.
Thanks. Well, as a sponsor, you didn't pick a protege with great lasting qualities, did you?
No, I didn't. She was so young, So very lovely. Will you take the case, Miss Matson?
What do I have to go on?
Well, very little. Well, my suspicions point to a musician who worked at the Scarlet Dawn. He seemed to resent very strongly my stepping into the picture.
Were they going to get it?
Off and on. Until I started to back Donna's career.
A very interesting triangle. What do the police have to say?
The police, Miss Matson, have not yet been notified.
What?
I went over there this morning, and I discovered the body lying on the floor. I became confused. I locked the door and called the Scarlet Dawn. I told the manager that Miss Dunham was quite ill and wouldn't be able to appear tonight.
Extremely ill, I'd say. Wow. This is fine. You realize you're in trouble, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And that if I take this case, I'm sticking my neck out, too?
Exactly.
My fee is $500.
That's a fair price.
In advance.
Well, I'll make out a check immediately. Oh. Won't you have another martini?
I don't think so.
You know, you are very beautiful.
Thank you. But I already have a sponsor.
And your lips are very, very kissable.
The best you can buy from Max Factors.
Are you sure you don't want another martini?
Look, Roberts, let's get this straight. You're in the middle of a jackpot. Make that check out right now so I can join you. Then it's up to me to spring the both of us. In the meantime, get that glint out of your eye. The one that's wired for wolf calls. Understood?
Very well.
I'll get started right away. Where does the late Miss Dunham live?
Just on the edge of Chinatown. 27B Gresham Alley. It's the only 3-flat house on the block.
I'll find it. And you just stick right here and don't poke your face out of the door. Now, the check, if you will. Now listen, you, if you think you're going to get... Well, send me back to the last line in the chorus, if it isn't old Hawkshaw himself.
Yeah, that's right. Hiya, Candy.
Mallard, how you ever got to be a police detective, I'll never know. I heard you trailing me for the last 2 blocks.
Maybe I wanted you to hear me. What are you doing over in Chinatown, Candy?
I like tomato chow yuck.
Uh-huh. Something up?
Not with you around, there isn't.
Look, Candy, just a little word of caution. We're laying for you.
Oh.
The chief isn't very happy about you busting up that Newton case last month.
Somebody had to. The score was still tied in the 27th inning.
Stop gagging, Candy. What are you doing around here? You don't like tomato chow yuck that much.
Well, maybe that Oriental music sends me. By the way, where's the Scarlet Dawn, Mallard?
Huh? Right down there on the corner.
Come on. I'll buy you a double Mickey.
No, thanks. I just had one. And listen, Candy, take a tip. Don't interfere with the work of the police.
Don't worry about me, Mallard. And you take a tip, too. Next time you trail somebody, get yourself a pair of tennis shoes.
Yes, miss. You like a table?
No, thanks. No.
Something I can do?
Oh, yes, I'm a friend of Donna Dunham's. She wanted me to come over and tell you that she's feeling better. She'll be back at work tomorrow night.
Well, that's good. Business at the hot chick stand no good without her.
Yeah. Yes, she's a great girl. By the way, I don't see her boyfriend tonight.
Boyfriend?
You know, the fellow who plays in the band.
Oh, Donnie Andrini. No, he got night off.
Oh, too bad. She wanted me to tell him, too.
Yep, too bad. Oh, maybe you'll find him at the Lotus Hotel. He lived there.
Oh, sure. The Lotus. Yes, I'll check there, and thank you very much.
Rembrandt Watson speaking.
Yes, I know. Now, look.
Photographs taken at reasonable prices.
I know, Rembrandt.
Family groups and portraits especially. Also...
Rembrandt, this is I, Candy Matson.
Fine colored pictures. What? Candy Matson?
That's right.
By all the furies of Zeus. Why did you have to call just now? I was wooing the muse that only Bacchus can create, probing the infinitesimal heights a soul can reach from the tear of the grape. And you have to call and spoil it all.
Look, Rembrandt, uncross your eyes and listen to me.
I shall listen, my Lily, but undoubtedly I won't like it. What skullduggery are you up to now?
I'm knee-deep in something that smells as high as the Oakland mudflats.
A towering comparison. What is it?
I can't tell you now, but I want you to do me a favor. Get your finest camera and go over to 27B Gresham Alley. Get inside and take all the pictures you can of the place.
Won't I be intruding?
No. There's a very attractive young lady there.
Ah, delightful.
She's dead.
How dull. I dislike intensely one-sided conversations. All right. What do I do then?
Go back to your place and get me some prints as fast as you can.
I go, but not willingly. Only for you would I forsake the mood I have achieved through prodigious application.
Bully for you, laddie buck. I'll see you at your place in about an hour.
Pardon me. Are you the night clerk?
I ain't sitting bull. Yes, we have no rooms.
I'm not here for a room.
Oh? Well, maybe there's something I can do for you.
Yes. Could you tell me if Mr. Danny Andrini is in?
No, he isn't. Matter of fact, I haven't seen him all day.
Yes, I know. There's a reason. We had to take him to the hospital this morning.
What?
Yes. He's under observation for appendicitis.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So, I was wondering if you'd let me have his key.
Huh?
He wants me to bring him his portable radio.
Oh, does he have one?
Why, sir, did you ever know a musician who didn't own a portable radio?
Well, I know, come to think of it. Yeah, here's the key. It's room 418.
Thank you. You're very kind.
Not at all. Not at all.
Candy Matson, start making like a private eye. Letters. Yes, over here. Promising. A whole pile of. Well, let's try this one. Dear Danny, I don't know how to start this, but your accusations last night need some sort of answering. I'm not in love with Warren Roberts and never will be. He's just proving to be a very kind and gracious friend. You must realize that I have placed my singing career above everything else, and I want to... Well, leave us confront the issue, Candy. Oh. Hello, you.
Hello. I was wondering if I could be of any assistance.
Oh, no, it seems Mr. Andrini was out of his head.
Oh.
I mean, he doesn't seem to have a portable radio.
Oh.
I'll just be on my way.
Oh, now what's the rush? You don't have to leave right away. Wouldn't you like a drink or something?
No, not right now. I am pressed for time.
Oh.
I tell you what, though.
Huh.
I'll be back later. How's that?
Sure. Fine. When?
Let's make it next Whitsuntide, huh? Goodbye.
On my soul, I'd like to have the popcorn concession here tonight. Come in.
Rembrandt, you're a double-crosser.
I, a double-crosser?
Yes.
My dear, you're mistaken.
Oh?
The only time I double-crossed was out in the country. I passed over a bridge, then I had to double-cross back.
Oh, no.
I found I'd left my knapsack with some rare vintage in it on the other side.
What are you doing here? You haven't had time to get the pictures I wanted.
That's just the point. To elucidate, I arrived at 27B Gresham Alley and found it to be a most loathsome location.
That's beside the point. What happened?
I couldn't get in.
Oh, Rembrandt, I've done you a grave injustice. Of course you couldn't get in. Warren Roberts has the key.
Who's this minion Roberts?
I'll tell you later. We've got to work fast. Mallard sniffed something in the wrong key, and the police will be in on the deal before long.
Mallard, the gumshoe?
That's right. I've just got to get pictures of the layout so I can study them.
In my own fumbling fashion, Candy, my love, I have given birth to an idea.
Even from you, Rembrandt, I'll take it. I'm grabbing at straws.
Straws. Very effective with tall, cool pollen.
Never mind now. What's your idea?
Let us hie ourselves to a locksmith. Present ourselves as man and wife, and a peasant will make us a key. Voila! Entree to the Meadery's apartment.
No, Rembrandt, that'll never work. Oh, wait a minute. 3 flats to the house. I used to live in just that kind of a house out on Fulton Street when I was a kid.
A nauseating thought.
Rembrandt, those flats are identical. If we can get into the flat above, we can get what we want.
I think I fathom your reasoning, Candy. In other words, the living room is just the same.
That's right.
The dining room, likewise.
Check.
And the same goes for the bedroom, the kitchen, and even the,
That's right, even in there.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go slumming in Gresham Alley.
Go ahead, Rembrandt. Ring the bell.
Always I must do the labor.
Oh, pooh.
Well, I hope we don't disturb the dead in the middle flat.
You won't. From what I hear, she was done in sort of permanently.
Appears there's no one at home. Come on, Candy. Let's return and see what Bacchus has to offer.
No, wait. I thought I heard something. There, you see? Got all your flash bulbs?
As they say in the old country, have I lost my marbles? Open the door. Beauty before age, my dear.
Thank you, Remby. Kind of dark in here.
With a peculiar aroma. Definitely smacks of the far east.
Yes.
Something you folks wanted?
Chalk up, Candy. It's your cue.
Why, yes, may we come up?
What do you want?
Well, we're with a magazine, The House Lovely. We want to take a few photographs of your plays.
At this hour?
The working press is never shackled by the hands on a clock, sir.
Sounds phony to me, but come on up. What do you want to take pictures of this beat-up joint for?
Well, you see, it's comparison. The old and the new. We've already taken pictures of a flat similar to this, only it's been remodeled. This is perfect for the contrast.
I guess it's all right. Go ahead.
Start with the hall, Rembrandt.
Roger, my pretty. Let's see. This should be just about right.
Mm-hmm. Now, the bedroom. That should be off the hall here. Oh, yes. Shoot from the door, Rembrandt. Did you get the entire room?
Not quite, but most of it.
That'll do.
Just a moment. There we are.
You cats work fast.
What was that?
I said you work fast.
Yes. Now, in the bathroom, do you have a tub or a shower?
Why don't you see for yourself?
No. On second thought, I think that's about all we need.
Candy, you said that we
Come along, Rembrandt. And thank you very much.
That's okay. And don't slam the door. The lady downstairs is sound asleep.
Rembrandt, I think I've got this thing licked.
Are you referring to this case or my desire to return to the arms of Bacchus?
That I could never lick. I'm talking about the case. But I need help, Rembrandt.
I am here.
No. That's not enough. I need the big, strong arm of the law.
Oh, no. Candy, you traitor.
I hate to admit it, but I need somebody like Mallard.
Am I being paid?
Oh, no. It's the wicked genie.
Yikes, it's the gumshoe.
Yep. In person.
Mallard, how did you get here?
I took your advice and bought some tennis shoes. All right, Spill, what goes on? Been following you around till I'm punchy. Start talking, Candy.
Okay, so you heard me. I do need your help, Mallard. Badly. There was a young girl murdered yesterday at 27B Gresham Alley.
Is that the place you just came from?
That's right.
Why don't we ever hear of these things?
Oh, I get exclusive rights. Anyway, I think I have the whole deal figured out. You can have full credit, Mallard, but you've got to take my advice.
It hurts, but go ahead.
Now go back to 27C Gresham Alley. That's the top flat. You'll find a character there named Danny Andrini. Take him. Then get out to 5711 Pacific Street as fast as you can.
All right, I'll do it. But Candy, so help me, if this is a foul-up, on you the new look with stripes is going to be very fashionable.
She knows what she's doing, Mallard. When you get back to Gresham Alley, just tell Mr. Andrini that you're from House Lovely. He'll adore you.
This is it, Rembrandt. I just hope my man Montgomery hasn't retired as yet.
What are we doing out here on Pacific, Candy? This is out of our league.
All of a sudden, I've become socially conscious. Come on, Montgomery, answer the door. Ah, right on cue.
I beg your pardon. Did you ring?
No, Montgomery. We crossed the moat and used a battering ram.
I'm sorry, young lady. Mr. Roberts doesn't wish to be disturbed.
Look, Montgomery, remember me? I was here earlier this evening. Mr. Roberts and I had a martini together.
Martinis? Well, it was worth a safari out here after all.
Oh, I'm sorry, miss. I didn't recognize you at first. Yes, do come in, won't you?
The light dawned.
If you'll just wait in the drawing room, miss, I'll inform Mr. Roberts of your presence.
Thank you very much, Montgomery.
I used to know a chap like that in the British Army. By continual groveling and studied abjectedness, he worked his way up to the rank of a private.
Thanks, Rembrandt. That's the first laugh I've had tonight.
What's the pitch, Candy? I don't get it.
You will in a minute. You hear the patter of little feet.
Miss Matson, what's the idea? I thought you were going to check with me by phone.
Mr. Roberts, this thing is bigger than either of us. I just couldn't wait.
Is there a martini in the house?
I'll have Montgomery serve in just a moment.
I don't think there'll be time, Mr. Roberts. Well, where is she?
Upstairs.
You really loved her, didn't you?
Madly.
That just about describes it. Madly. And while you were, shall we say, sponsoring her career, you thought she was playing around with Danny Andrini as well.
Yes, she was.
You're wrong, Robert. I have a letter from Donna Dunham to Danny Andrini. In effect, she told him to blow, skedaddle, vamoose.
What?
That's right. So it seems we have a slight case of mistaken murder on our hands, doesn't it?
Yes. On one hand. On the other, I have two in mind that will be deliberate. You asked for it, Miss Matson. Too bad you had to bring your friend along.
I wouldn't if I were you, Robert.
A blighter has a pistol. I thought you said he served martinis.
This isn't exactly a social moment. I know how you private eyes work. You're lone wolves. You confide in no one. So with a pull of the finger, I erase all evidence. Just like this.
He's dead. Oh, I'm really grateful to you, but where on earth did you come from?
Like I say, Candy, you just can't beat these tennis shoes.
Well, that clears everything up except for one thing. Where do we go now for the martinis?
And that's how it happened. into the darndest messes you ever heard of. Sure, Roberts killed her. He was jealous. And I knew I was on the right track when Rembrandt said the apartment above Donna Dunham's smelled like the Far East. It was tobacco odor, the same Turkish aroma I had smelled in Robert's home out on Pacific Street. Danny Andrini? Well, he was waiting for Roberts to return. He was going to kill him. He knew that Roberts had rented the flat above Dunham for sponsoring purposes. Donna was a nice kid. She was just caught in the middle. Flat.
Hello, Yukon 38309. Yes, this is Candy Matson. Yes, this is Candy Matson.
Oh, Miss Matson, I've been trying to get in touch with you the past 2 days.
Well, I've been out of town. Just who is this speaking?
Mrs. Allison Gray. You may have heard of my husband.
The famous industrialist? Who hasn't heard of him?
You've got to help me, Miss Matson. I'm desperate.
Well, you sound it. What seems to be wrong, Mrs. Gray?
I understand you do work of a confidential nature.
You understand correctly.
Can you drop out to see me, Miss Matson? Right away.
Well, you'll have to give me some idea of what it's all about, Mrs. Gray. There are certain types of cases I refuse to accept.
Do I have to tell you on the phone?
If we're going to do business, yes.
Well, it's my husband. For the past month, I felt that he's been gradually losing his mind.
What?
It's horrible. But yesterday, he disappeared completely.
You don't have to say another word, Mrs. Gray. I'll be right out.
The National Broadcasting Company presents Candy Matson, Yukon 38309.
That's the way it usually goes. I live in a penthouse on Telegraph Hill in San Francisco. Inside, there's a phone. It's listed, and it rings. Sometimes I wish it wasn't and didn't. But the phone is listed thusly, Candy Matson, private investigator. And that's how I make my living. Do you remember that old gag about what's black and white and red all over? Yeah, a newspaper. Well, because of that telephone call from Mrs. Allison Gray, I had a switch. I had my palm red and got black and blue all over. And for good measure, I uncovered 2 very dead corpses along the way. I got the address of the Allison Grays out on Broadway in the Valley of Wealth, and that's where I went. As I pulled up at the front door, I looked for the bell, but there was none. Nothing but a huge knocker looking like it weighed about 10 tons. I whacked it a couple of times and thought the house would fall off its foundations.
Oui, mademoiselle?
Oh, oui. Je suis ici pour un rendezvous avec Madame Gray.
Oh, parlez-vous français, mademoiselle?
Oui, Lowell High School style.
Entrez, s'il vous plaît, mademoiselle.
Oui.
C'est un bon jeu, n'est-ce pas?
Oh, oui. I'll bet you run out before I do.
You can say that again.
Oh, you speak English?
Yeah, San Francisco style. You Miss Matson?
That's right.
Miss Gray's expecting you. You'll find her in the library.
Don't overdo it, Clyde. Say, what kind of a place is this anyway?
You'll find out. Right on in, please.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, Miss Matson?
Yes, Mrs. Gray.
Oh, do come in. My, how attractive you are. I expected a severe type of woman. Sit down, won't you, please?
Well, thank you.
You've got to help me, Miss Matson. My whole life has been turned into a phantasmagoria.
Oh, that's a good word. Tell me more about the phantasmagoria.
My husband and I have been married 30 years. All that time he's been kind, considerate, generous.
And with money yet. That makes him quite a man.
But in business, he's just the opposite. He's ruthless. And I'm afraid he's made a good many enemies.
Well, I guess you have to be like that in business if you want to be successful, Mrs. Gray.
I know of at least a half-dozen men who have been led into financial ruin because of my husband's operations.
And this all leads to...
Just this. I believe that his business tactics finally began to prey on his mind. For the past month, he's looked as though he were suffering from shock or concussion.
Well, maybe that's it.
No, Miss Matson. I was a nurse before I married Mr. Gray. I know the symptoms. My husband, I'm sure, is on the edge of a complete mental collapse. If it hasn't happened already.
Well, just how do I fit into the picture?
Find him, please. Then perhaps we can get to the root of all the trouble. I'd die if anything happened to him.
You should know his habits. Can't you find him, Mrs. Gray?
Can an amateur pianist do the work of a Rubinstein? No, Miss Matson. You're a professional sleuth. That's why I called you.
Okay. You've got yourself a girl. As of now, I'm on the payroll.
What is your fee, Miss Matson?
$200 in advance, $50 a day in expenses.
That's reasonable. I'll make out a check for you right away.
Fine.
Oh, hello, Auntie. Excuse me. Didn't know you had company.
Perfectly all right, Robert. May I present my nephew, Robert Warnicki. This is Miss Candy Matson.
How do you do?
It's glad to know you. Matson, eh? That name is familiar. Yes, you're a lady reporter or something of the sort, aren't you?
No, I'm afraid not, Mr. Warnicki.
Let the girl alone, Robert. She's here on business. Here you are, Miss Matson.
Thank you, Mrs. Gray. Well, I better be getting along. You'll hear from me soon. Oh, goodbye, Mr. Warnicki. I'll be seeing you.
Yes, I have a hunch you most certainly will.
I left the house, got in my car, and as I drove along, I did some thinking. It was a strange thing. Here was a family with all the loot in the world, but unhappy. It didn't make sense. Suddenly I realized I wasn't far from the studios of an old friend of mine, Rembrandt Watson, a darn good photographer, now that he's given up the grape, the kind that comes in bottles. As luck would have it, he was in and gave me a greeting worthy of the prodigal son.
Candy, you minx. Where on earth have you been, Dove?
Minx and Dove? You make me feel as if I should be molting. What do you mean, where have I been?
Just what the question implies, dear. Where have you been?
Up in Eureka on a case.
Oh, and how did you find Eureka?
With radar. You've never seen such fog.
Oh.
Well, why this deep concern about me whereabouts?
I've been trying to get in touch with you. I've some business for you, dear.
No, thanks, Rembrandt. I already have some.
Oh, she's an old customer of mine. I've photographed her so often, I know every little wrinkle. I've even given them names.
No, I've told you, Ducky, I couldn't possibly
Her neck has more lines than a California road map.
Rembrandt, for the last time,
Her name is Gray.
What did you say her name was?
Gray. Sweet little old fluff. Lives out on Broadway.
Mrs. Allison Gray?
Yes, that's the one.
Well, Rembrandt, I just now left her house not more than 10 minutes ago.
Oh, splendid. She got in touch with you. She dropped in my studio several days ago, and I recommended you. Get yourself a fine fat feed, Dove. She can afford it.
Well, do you know anything about the deal?
Only that she's worried about her husband.
That's nothing. I'm worried about mine.
Oh, girl, you're not married.
That's why I'm worried.
You mean you still can't get Lieutenant Mallard to see the light?
Right. Every time we even get near the subject of matrimony, Mallard ducks. Mallard ducks. Okay, I'll leave.
I would if I were you. Mallard ducks. Really? Well, did you accept the case?
I'm afraid I did, Rembrandt.
Then you might be interested in this. Here.
What's this?
A card. You can read.
Yeah. Madame Natasha, palmistry, telepathy, sittings by appointment only. What's this all about?
May not have any connection in the least, but it fell out of Mrs. Gray's purse as she left the other afternoon.
Palmistry yet? This gal goes in for wrinkles all over. Rembrandt may sound as though he has bird gravel for brains, but he's been around me long enough to know a lead when he sees one. So I took the card and left. I cut over to Union and down to Kearny Street and then to the Hall of Justice on the corner of Washington. That's where my boy Mallard hangs his hat. Lieutenant Ray Mallard of San Francisco Homicide. A wonderful guy if he'd only swap stars. The one pinned on the inside of his coat for the ones up in the sky.
Well, bust my rank and call me patrolman if it isn't Candy. Hi, you beautiful thing, you.
Well, what have you been doing? Sniffing too much sulfur and molasses?
Oh, merely stating the truth. Gee, you look swell, Candy.
Well, in that case, no comment. I'd better quit while I'm ahead. Well, Foot Flat, what's new?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. I'm liable to lose my job. The last 24 hours, there's been only one crime reported. Some kid had his bike stolen.
Oh, you can talk to me, Mallard. Was it an inside job?
I don't know. We haven't got anything to go on. But give us another 2 days and we'll bust this bike heist wide open.
Good for you, laddie boy. Now shift your cigar and listen to me.
Okay. Got something?
Well, not yet, but could be. Ever hear of a lady swami known as Madame Natasha? Crystal gazing done cheap?
What does she make like Conan Doyle?
Out on Buchanan near Jackson.
You know her real name?
Nope.
Well, I can't help you then. As long as they keep the crystal gazing down to a soft stare and a low murmur, we don't bother them.
Just thought I'd ask. Know anything about an Allison Gray?
Allison Gray, sure. Charming character. Whole department knows about him. There's nothing we can do about it.
So?
Yeah, so. The biggest crook this side of Jesse James. Jesse did it with a gun. This joker does it with pen and ink. Oh, all very neat and orderly. Can't get a thing on him.
A happy chappy, eh?
Very happy. He's got more guys who hate his... He's very unpopular.
Yeah.
Nobody likes him.
Well, his wife does. She loves him.
Well, that's what wives are for.
That's what I keep telling you.
Now, how did I walk into that one?
Mallard picked up a sheaf of papers and threw it at me. It seems I had scored a point. I ducked out, got in my car, and drove up the hill to my place. I had some phoning to do, and I wanted to do it fast. 3, 8, 6, 2. Then...
The stars in their firmaments are all masterful. Good afternoon. Madame Natasha speaking.
Good afternoon, madame. I'm calling for an appointment.
Oh? You were recommended to Madame Natasha?
Yes. I'm from New York. A friend of mine was here last summer. She said you were excellent.
Oh, how nice of her. And what was your friend's name?
Wallace. Mrs. Jennifer Wallace.
I do not seem to recall the name of Wallace. Oh, well. And you are?
Betsy Ross.
Ross. Very well. I can give you a sitting at 9 o'clock this evening, Miss Ross.
Oh, and I'd like to bring a friend along, if I might. A Mr. Turner.
That's a bit out of the ordinary, Miss Ross, but the stars decree. Very well. I will see you both.
That was number 1 call out of the way. Number 2 call was to Rembrandt. He was going to be my Mr. Turner. He's very sharp where photography is concerned, and I wanted him along in case of tricks. He said yes, he'd always wanted his palm read. So I told him I'd pick him up about 8:30. Then I showered, fixed dinner, and got into an outfit that made me look as mousy as possible. With no lipstick or makeup, and with a pull-down hat and a dumpy old gown, I achieved the desired effect. Then I got into the car and went over to Rembrandt's place.
I beg your... No subscriptions, thank you. I'm not sending any more boys through Oh, you're a woman, I think.
I'm not only a woman, Rembrandt, I'm Candy.
Heaven preserve us. Did someone throw acid on you or something?
This is my costume.
Halloween isn't until next month, Candy.
I know, but the spooks are here. We're going to see them this evening.
Perhaps so, but the way you look, it's just a matter of who scares whom. Candy, you look hideous.
Well, good. That's just the way I want it.
What's the idea, Dove? I don't get it.
Some of these so-called fortune tellers are real smart cookies, Rembrandt. For obvious reasons, I don't want this gal we're going to visit to know who I am.
Rest assured she won't. Not the way you look.
Am I that convincing, Ducky?
My dear, if I didn't know better, I'd swear you just stepped off a pickle boat.
Fine. That's what I wanted to hear. Come on, Rembrandt. It's time for us to peek into our futures. We got in the car and drove out to Madame Natasha's place on Buchanan Street. It was one of those old 3-story gingerbread houses that still stand in San Francisco. Cornices, gables, carved pillars, ornate handrails leading up the front steps, etc. and etc. I rang the doorbell on the darkened porch and expected to be greeted by Peter Lorre. I wasn't far wrong. Oh.
Good evening. Madame Natasha bids you enter the Temple of the Zodiac.
Yes.
And you are...
Miss Ross, and this is Mr. Turner.
Ah, yes. Madame is expecting you.
Good.
Just follow me, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are. This room here. You may be seated, please.
Thank you.
A few brief words of instruction. Madame will be here shortly. At first, do not speak to her. She has been in touch with the outer world in preparation for your visit. She is on a highly sensitive mental plane. The least little noise will cause her great harm. You will remain where you are. Madame will sit at that table over there. She will address you. Once having done so, you may talk to her. In low tones, please. Is this clear?
Yes.
Very well. I shall leave you alone. Remember, let Madame Natasha speak first. Smells like a mortuary.
Part of the act, Rembrandt. The aroma of flowers all ties in with the supernatural.
I can't understand why we're here, Candy.
Well, I've got to start somewhere, Rembrandt. This was the only thing I had to go on.
Look, dear. There's a light beginning to fade up on the door. Where does it come from?
Oh, I don't know. It's a cute trick, you know that? Oh, better be quiet. I think this is the Madame's entrance cue. Yeah, here she comes.
You are gathered on the threshold of three powerful forces. The past, the present, the future. Prepare to travel with me through these three elements. The lady's name is Ross. The gentleman's Turner. That is right, is it not? You may speak.
That is correct.
Yes.
We shall commence. Detach yourselves. Think of nothing but the past. Your childhood, your school days, vacations, your misfortunes, your happy hours, your parents. Think. Yes, our thought planes are beginning to meet. Music, stars and music, they guide our lives. Yes, we are meeting.
Look up there, Candy, on the wall, the face of a man.
Someone is about to visit us. Do you feel the presence?
Yes, I do.
I seem to feel it's a relative of yours. Your father, perhaps?
No, it's my Uncle Bart. He used to take me boating.
Yes, Uncle Bart. Now I know.
My word, this is better than home movies.
Fool.
What did you say?
Why, your friend here, he is a scoffer. I cannot go on. I am in terrible mental pain. Please, you must leave now. Immediately.
The National Broadcasting Company is presenting Candy Matson, Yukon 38309.
It wasn't Rembrandt who had broken the spell. It was that scream and the anguished cry from the other room that did the trick. I would have given my eye teeth to do some snooping, but the lad who showed us in did a very firm reverse and made sure we took a straight line for the front door and out. I heard the lock click behind us, and that was it. We went across the street, got in the car, and took off. The fog was so thick you couldn't see 20 feet in any direction.
Why are you biting your lower lip, Dove? Are you put out with me for being a scoffer?
No, not at you, Rembrandt, but I am put out. That babe's as phony as a $3 bill.
Yes, you and your Uncle Bart, who used to take you boating. Huh, indeed.
That scream and the voice, that's what did it.
Very good, I thought. Sounded almost real.
Oh, it was real, Ducky. Didn't you notice how excited the Madame was?
By Jove. I thought you came out of a trance awfully fast.
And what about the vision of dear old Uncle Bart?
Oh, that was rear-view projection, girl. Shot through some very fine cheesecloth to give it a slight distortion.
Well, okay. I'm making another appointment with the Madame for tomorrow night. I want to see what's going on behind the scenes.
Where are you going now, Candy?
Home and to bed. I'm tired.
Then let me out on Van Ness Avenue, will you? I'm dickering with a man for a used car.
Oh, well, I'll take you there. What's the place?
Diogenes Anderson, the swapping Swede.
Rembrandt got out at the used car lot, and I went home and had a good night's sleep. I wanted to have all my buttons because there were a lot of angles that needed angling. I woke in the morning feeling quite fresh and ready for come what may. First thing to come what may was another drive out to the Valley of Wealth to check in with Mrs. Allison Gray. The door opened, but it wasn't Mrs. Gray. It was her nephew, Robert Warnicki.
Oh, Miss Matson. Come in, won't you? I'm so sorry, but it's the butler's day off.
Oh, what a shame having to strain yourself on that heavy door. Thank you.
Yeah. I imagine you want to see my aunt, huh?
Yes, you imagine correctly. Is she in?
No. She left about half an hour ago. Said something about having to see about her hair.
Oh, where'd she leave it?
Oh, very clever, Miss Matson.
What about your uncle, Mr. Gray? Is he here?
Oh. Aren't you the one who's supposed to know where my uncle is?
What do you mean by that?
To repeat, you're very clever, Miss Matson. I have an apology to make to you.
Oh?
Yes, you're not a reporter at all. My aunt corrected my mistake. You're a private detective person.
So who's denying it?
You know, you're very attractive, Miss Matson. I think I shall kiss you.
You what?
I've never kissed a detective.
Oh. Why, you clown. Tell your aunt that'll cost her another 100. I was so mad I boiled over and out the door. I think I drove all the way home and low at 40 miles an hour. I dashed up the stairs in my penthouse and scrubbed my face 3 times. And then I got to thinking how the character looked after he'd kissed me. Lipstick all over his mouth, and I started to laugh. And I stopped laughing. It may have been the most nauseating kiss that man ever bestowed on maid, but certainly stopped me cold. I went over to the phone and called Madame Natasha's Temple of the Zodiac. Come on, answer.
The stars in the firmament are all masterful. Good afternoon.
Is Madame Natasha there?
No. Madame is resting.
Oh, well, would it be possible to make an appointment for this evening?
This evening? Have you been recommended by someone?
Yes, Miss Ruth Burdett.
Burdett? Burdett?
Yes.
Madame Natasha doesn't seem to have a Burdett in the file.
Oh, she must. Miss Burdett was there only a few weeks ago.
Well, very well. Madame Natasha will see you at 10 o'clock.
That's perfect.
And your name, please?
Taylor. Geary Ann Taylor. Things were beginning to roll now, and I think I saw the light. And if I was proven to be right, the light wasn't very pleasant. This time I didn't go as the mousy little character. I went as myself. I got in the car and drove out to the Temple of the Zodiac. If it had been dark the night before, it was even darker now, and I couldn't help shivering a bit. I checked my purse. There it was, my little 32, and I felt better. Then I walked up the steps, rang, was shown in by the same gent. He didn't bat an eye, so I knew I wasn't recognized. I went through the same briefing instructions about not talking to the madame until she spoke first and so forth, and the man left. After a moment or two, so did I. Down the hall. Then I found the staircase and rambled up in the semi-darkness. There were 3 rooms on the second floor, none of them disclosing a thing. Besides, the agonized voice that had cried out, "No, please don't," seemed to have come from further off. So on up another flight to the 3rd floor. I opened the first door. Nothing. Then kitty corner and another door. Still nothing. But on the 3rd door... I could see them in the darkness. 2 bodies piled side by side. I went over and lit a match. And there they were. The bodies of Mrs. Allison Gray and that of what obviously must have been her husband, Mr. Gray. Very cold and very dead.
You seem to have found something, Miss Taylor.
Yeah. They look quite natural, don't they?
Madame Natasha is here. She is highly displeased with you.
Yeah, I'll bet. Hiya, madame.
Miss Taylor seems to be the curious type.
You're out of character, Mr. Warnicki. You'd look better without that wig.
I said you were clever, Miss Matson. Too clever. Quick, Walter, get her.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, mister, you fool. Shoot again.
Candy!
Oh, for Pete's sake, Rembrandt.
Are you all right?
I'm okay. Bullet in the arm, that's all.
Where on earth did you come from?
We were in the room across the hall downstairs when we saw you pussyfooting by, so we followed.
We?
Yes, we. Diogenes Anderson and I.
The swapping Swede? What were you two doing out here?
Candy girl, how naive you are at times. You told me you were coming back here tonight. You didn't include me in your plan, so that meant you were coming alone. Knowing your propensity for getting into trouble, I felt it incumbent upon me to enlist the aid of my friend Diogenes and come to your assistance.
Well, bully for you, Rembrandt. I'm glad you did. What did you fellas do to these rats?
As we followed you up the stairs, we implemented ourselves with 2 sturdy chairs. Then it happened. They fired, you dashed past us. When those 2 beggars came abreast of us, we merely lowered the boom. Diogenes on one side, I on the other. Oh, my word, we really tagged them, I fear.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it. They've been working overtime. They can use a little deep sleep.
Look, Candy, 2 bodies. Tell me about it.
Well, it's very simple, Mallard, dear. This nephew of Mrs. Gray's at one time had been a ham, a female impersonator in vaudeville. So last year he decided to try to convince his uncle, Mr. Allison Gray, that his days were shortening, that he should atone for his wicked life.
And how'd he go about that?
By telling his uncle he should visit a fortune teller.
And by a very strange coincidence, the fortune teller is a nephew, Robert Warnick.
That's right, the impersonator. The same telling his uncle, and I quote, that he should give all his money away to charities before he died.
Yeah, and the uncle went for the gag?
Sure. Did you ever know a man like that who didn't want to repent before passing out? It was a cinch. But all the charities were phonies, and all the checks came right back to Robert Warnick.
Well, I don't see why Warnick had to go so far as to bump off his uncle and aunt. Did they catch wise to this racket?
Well, that's it exactly, Miller. He was in so deep that he might just as well go all the way and eliminate them.
I see.
You see, the uncle, in the first blush of being a grade-A philanthropist, never questioned the charities which Warnick suggested.
Yeah, that makes sense.
About a month ago, he started wondering and snooping, and he found out there were no charities. He was like a wild man. That's what made Mrs. Gray think her husband was losing his mind.
Well, if I unloaded that much money through a swindle, I'd have acted crazy, too.
Yeah, I'll bet. Well, the uncle started following Warnicke's movements. Just as he discovered that Warnicke was also Madame Natasha, Warnicke caught wise that his uncle had caught wise. He forced him into the old house on Buchanan.
Mm-hmm.
Now he was frightened. He didn't know how much his aunt knew. So he went back to the Gray's place, told his aunt that he had a tip as to where his uncle was. Naturally, she went along with him. She was still up in the room with her dead husband the first night Rembrandt and I went out there. It was her voice I heard crying, "No, please don't." She'd heard our voices downstairs and tried to make a break. Warnicke's goon boy grabbed her just in time, and after we left, they did away with her, too.
A very unpretty mess.
Yeah.
How did you first tip to Warnicke, Candy?
When he kissed me.
When he kissed? Wait, what?
Sure he kissed me. I appealed to some men. When I got home, I remembered the way he looked with my lipstick on his mouth. All I had to do was mentally put a wig on the joker, and voila, Madame Natasha.
I'll be darned.
Yeah. Aren't you going to kiss me goodnight?
What, and turn into a fortune teller?
Why, you cad.
Come here, cupcake. What's the matter with you?
Good night, Madame Mallard. Well, take a look in the mirror, and then get yourself a crystal ball, and you're in business.
What?
Heard tonight were Helen Cleve as Mrs. Gray, Kurt Martell as the butler, and Earl Lee as Madame Natasha's assistant. Tony Barrett played the dual role of Warnicke and Madame Natasha. Tudor Owen was Rembrandt Watson, and Whitfield Connor was heard as Lieutenant Ray Mallard. The program stars Natalie Masters as Candy and is directed by Monty Masters. The characters in tonight's story were entirely fictitious. Any resemblance to actual people is purely coincidental. And don't forget...
For excitement, fun, and laughs, just dial Candy Matson, Yukon 38309.
Hal Gibney speaking. This has been a presentation of the NBC Program Department in Hollywood.
Hello, Yukon 28209. Yes, this is Candy Matson.
The National Broadcasting Company presents Candy Matson, Yukon 28209.
Candy, over here.
What? Why, Myra Fisher. What are you doing here in a department store with your work clothes on?
I work here, dear. I'm a wage slave.
Well, I must say on you it looks good. What do you slave at?
I'm head of advertising and promotion.
Well, quite a spot, hey, girl?
Well, it was until this morning.
Oh?
Now my neck is in the fire.
What'd you do? Forget to proofread one of your ads?
Nothing so trivial, dear, believe me. But am I glad to have bumped into you?
Maybe you'll change your mind when I tell you I've been shoplifting.
No, I'm serious, Candy. Could you spare a moment and come on up to my office?
Why, sure. And wipe that frown from off your brow. It's wrinkling your makeup.
Well, yours would wrinkle, too, if you had a missing Santa Claus helper on your hands.
Well, now, there's a situation. And it almost broke Candy Matson's heart when someone told her there was no Santa Claus's helper, one Jack Frost. Listen, here she is now to tell you about it.
That's right, what the man said. I ran into a deal where we had a missing Santa Claus helper, Jack Frost. The gent with the icicles was supposed to talk to the tiny tots at the Brownstone, one of San Francisco's larger and classier department stores. I'd gone down there that afternoon shopping. I wanted a bow tie for my old pal Inspector Ray Mallard of the San Francisco Police Department. A bow tie that lit up and spelled Cossack when you pressed the button on the battery. That was when I bumped into this gal, Myra Fisher. We went up to her office on the 6th floor, and she sat me down. Cigaretted me, too.
You think I'm fooling about this Jack Frost thing, don't you, Candy?
Well, now, look, dear, we all have our little peccadillos. Yours just merely happens to be a missing Jack Frost. You'll get over it.
I refrain from hurling this ashtray at you, Candy, only because of our long acquaintance.
Good.
Now listen to me. We've had a Santa Claus helper here for almost a month, and a darn good one. The kids were crazy about him. This morning, he didn't show.
You don't suppose Jackie boy got in the mood and caught the Christmas spirit, do you? The kind that comes in pints?
No, he wasn't that sort of Joe.
Well, your answer's simple. Hire a new one.
They're hired through an agency. I called the one we do business with, and they're fresh out of Jack Frost. And I've got to get one, Candy. Otherwise, I come down 10 notches in the opinion of the brass.
I don't want you to think I'm unsympathetic, Myra, but what can I do?
Would you get around? You know people. Find me somebody. Anybody who'll take over the job of being Jack Frost.
Well, okay. I'll do the best I can, Myra.
Candy, you're a dear.
Yeah, one of Santa's dears. Okay, I'll try and find you a Jack Frost, Myra, but don't hold it against me if he turns out to look more like Humpty Dumpty. I went home and looked up the Webster definition of soft. It said soft, easily yielding to pressure. That was me, Candy Matson, girl dope. Here I had all my Christmas shopping to do, and I agreed to find a substitute for Jack Frost. I had no idea where to start. So I changed into something red and green for a stop and go, also for Christmas, and went over to see my friendly advisor, Rembrandt Watson. Rembrandt is a photographer, and excellent, too, now that he doesn't have the sherry shivers or the pork palsies. He lives on California Street, just kitten rompers from Old St. Mary's, with a statue of Sun Yat-sen for company in a park next door.
Candy, doll. How delightful. Do come in, won't you?
Thanks, Rembrandt.
Oh, Pet, you're acquainted with my friend Diogenes Murphy, aren't you?
Oh, yes. Hello again, Mr. Murphy.
Well, good afternoon, lad. You look prettier than you did the last time I saw you.
Uh-oh, here comes the blarney.
Young lady, Diogenes Murphy, the honest Irishman, never says a word he doesn't mean. Now, how do you think I managed to sell so many used cars at my place out on Van Ness Avenue?
Because you're an honest Irishman.
Oh, you're so right, lad. Incidentally, if you need a good car, I can get you one at a very reasonable... Diogenes? Oh, sorry, I got carried away.
I didn't mean to barge in on you like this, Rembrandt.
Don't be ridiculous, dear. No, don't be. Think nothing of it, lad. I'm on my way now. Rembrandt and I were only discussing the situation of the world.
And to what conclusion did you come?
It stinks. The bottom of the afternoon to the both of you.
Oh, he's quite a boy.
Yes, I'm very fond of Diogenes. What brings you around this way, dear?
Jack Frost.
Yes. Now, getting on with our conversation, what brings you around this way, dear?
Jack Frost.
Maybe the needle's bad. Shall we try again?
I know how you feel. I reacted the same way myself. I'll give you the pocket-sized edition. The Brownstone department store is without a Santa Claus helper, Jack Frost. He didn't show up for work this morning. I said I'd find him a new one.
That's very sweet of you, Dove.
Very dumb of me, Dove. I know of only one character who even remotely looks like Jack Frost. I met him up in Alaska when I was traveling with the USO.
Won't do you much good down here, will it?
No, that's why I came to see you, Rembrandt. Don't you keep a cross file on models you've used in photography?
As a matter of fact, I do. Here in this little book. Let's see. Men, thin, extremely. I have just one, Pietro Tarantello. Would you care for a Sicilian Jack Frost?
In Sicily, yes. Hey, what's that?
Where?
On that chair next to you.
Oh, that's the afternoon paper, dear. Diogenes left it, I imagine.
Yes, but on the front page. Here's the whole story about the missing Jack Frost on the front page. Ooh, what he got in his Christmas stocking. A slug through the head.
That's no way to treat Jack Frost.
And here's a picture of the guy without his false icicles.
What the ham? Looks like he stepped right out of an 1890 Shakespearean play.
I hate to say this, Rembrandt, but he resembles you.
I take back what I said.
Rembrandt.
Divorce yourself from that tone of voice, Candy. I don't like it.
Rembrandt, I've got an idea.
You usually do.
You like little children.
Can't stand them.
You like to talk to people.
I abhor conversation.
You like to be charming.
Lost me charm.
Gay.
Lost me gay.
With the help of a few icicles, Ducky, you're going to be Jack Frost. Rembrandt fought, he argued, he paced the floor, he had the vapors, he fainted. I brought him to. I won the argument. I got my friend Myra Fisher on the phone and informed her that one R. Watson would assume the role of Jolly Jack Frost on the morrow. She was delighted. I couldn't say the same for Rembrandt. Then I went home. I was greeted by a sound very much like that of a phone ringing. Using my keen instincts, I figured it was the phone. It was. Hello, Candy Matson.
How do you do, Miss Matson? Allow me to introduce myself.
Allowed.
My name is Burke, Prentice Burke. I'm the first assistant vice president of the Brownstone.
Brownstone. Oh, yes, that's a store of some kind, isn't it?
Yes. Now, the reason for my call. There has been, shall I say, a rather unfortunate occurrence in our store today.
So I read.
I need the help of a professional sleuth. You were highly recommended by the head of our advertising department, Miss Myra Fisher.
Aha, the thick plotting.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, no need to. You didn't do anything. Okay, care to talk to me now, Mr. Burke?
I'd much rather have you come down to my office, Miss Matson. This matter is of an extremely confidential nature.
I'm your girl, then, figuratively speaking. How long will you be there?
As long as necessary. That's up to you.
Very well, I'll be there in half an hour if I can find a place to park. I only had time for a fast change, so I made it from Andescray to Taboo. I sniffed at it and felt I was on the right scent. Then I climbed in my car, drove down Kearney Street, waved a crisp single under the nose of a hotel doorman, and had my car taken care of. Then into the Brownstone and up to Mr. Prentice Burke's office. I flipped a hip past the girl's secretary and walked on in. Burke was waiting for me. That was obvious. I could tell by the expression on his face. It was worried look number 12B. How do you do, Mr. Burke? I'm Candy Matson.
Sit down, won't you?
Thank you. Now, our subject is what?
A man named Jordan.
That's on another network.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, that's all right. Now about this Jordan.
Yes, Ralph Jordan, to be exact.
Well, that's a relief. For a moment, I thought you wanted to talk about Jack Frost.
That's just it. He was Jack Frost.
Oh, me and my big mouth.
He was working here up until yesterday afternoon. Maybe you read about it. He was found shot today.
Yes, I read about it.
That's the reason I've called you.
Why didn't you have your own store detectives take over, Mr. Burke?
No. That would never do. I want no one in the store to know what's going on.
Ah, intrigue.
Quite possibly. I have reason to suspect that Jordan was killed by someone in our employ. I want to find out who that someone was before the police do and get it splashed all over the front pages.
Publicity, can't you say?
Business has been off all year, and any bad breaks in the press would hurt us that much more.
Maybe you've got a point there, I don't know.
I know I have.
Okay, I'll take the job. You say you have a suspicion. What is it?
Well, nothing tangible. It's just a feeling I have.
Oh, that's a big help. Well, I'll mush around and see what I can pick up. I'll bill you tomorrow for my first day's work. It's much easier to sustain a friendship on a daily basis. I left Burke looking as though someone had just called his store a bazaar. It was closing time, so I hefted my way through the crush and retrieved my car from the doorman. The Hall of Justice is right on my way home, so I decided to drop in on my old pal Mallard, Inspector Ray Mallard of San Francisco Homicide. A nice guy to serve coffee to on Sunday mornings if you could ever lasso him. I never could get strong enough rope.
Candy, what brings you around here?
I hate to have my Christmas ruined so early. What about that Jack Frost character?
Oh, yeah. Poor guy got it good.
Where'd you find him?
In his apartment over on 17th. He lived near Seal Stadium. Why so interested, Candy?
Rembrandt's a dead ringer for the guy.
I still don't get
The gal who's head of advertising for the Brownstone was going out of her head for another Jack Frost. I talked Rembrandt into taking the job. Does sound funny, doesn't it? Bring me up to date, Mallard. Did you get any dope on the killing?
Nothing but a .45 slug out of the guy's wall. Ballistics is checking it now.
Nothing else?
If I did, I should tell you.
No, I guess not.
This goes beyond just a normal curiosity, Candy. What are you drilling for?
Oh, it's only that I'm worried about Rembrandt. I got him the job. I'm responsible. I wouldn't want anything to happen to him.
Ask a silly question, Mallard, and you get a silly answer. Okay, let's forget it. How's about dinner tonight?
I've fought this thing long enough. Okay.
Candy.
Yes, Mallard.
We've known each other a good long time, haven't we?
That's right. Ever since the fair on Treasure Island.
We've had our little quarrels, little misunderstandings.
Oh, but they never seem to last long, though, do they?
No. That's why I feel I have every right to ask you a question.
Wait, yes, I'd say you do, Mallard.
Maybe I'll ask you tonight.
No, go ahead. Now's as good a time as any.
Perhaps it is, Candy. You get around a lot. You meet people. Do you know where I can get a couple of tickets to the Rose Bowl game?
My brain lit up like a Roman candle. I stormed for the door, turned back, stood there, my jaw waggling helplessly. Then I stuck my tongue out at Mallard and left. It was the only thing I could think of doing. Oh, he can make me so mad. But inside half an hour after I got home, I started to laugh. Felt much better. Just as I was puttering around getting ready, the apartment buzzer buzzed. That Mallard, much too early. But I was wrong. It wasn't Mallard. Well, Myra, what a surprise. Do come in, won't you?
No, thanks, Candy. A friend of mine's waiting in his car outside. He's driving me home.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't stay for a moment?
So, my dear, I just dropped by to leave this. Merely a little token of thanks for getting me off the hook.
Oh, Myra, there wasn't any need to do that.
Just a few pair of old stockings, dear. Getting me my new Jack Frost means more than you know. Here, please take them, along with my very deepest thanks.
Thanks so much. A girl can always use them. Are you all set with my friend, Mr. Watson?
Oh, yes. He came in this afternoon and filled out his withholding tax and so on. Very nice.
I think you'll find him very efficient, Myra.
Oh,
what's the matter?
Pardon me. I didn't mean to frighten you.
Oh, Mallard.
Silly of me. I must have jumped a foot.
Oh, that's all right. He frightens me, too. Myra, I'd like to have you meet Inspector Mallard. Inspector, Miss Fisher.
How do you do?
Oh, fine, thank you, now that I've caught my breath. Do forgive me, Candy, but I must rush. See you soon, I hope.
Tomorrow, Myra, I'll be down to see how my lad's doing as Jack Frost. Thanks for the stockings.
Well, aren't you going to invite me in?
No, I'm not. Here's my coat right here. What's our hurry? Come on, let's go. I'm starved.
I thought we could have a cocktail here before we left.
You thought wrong. 2 tickets to the Rose Bowl. From now on, you earn your cocktails, Mallard. We went downstairs, and as I locked the front door, a car was just driving off. It was Myra, and she waved. And driving, if these tired old eyes hadn't deceived me, was Mr. Prentice Burke, vice president of the Brownstone. Well. Oh, well. Mallard and I climbed into our car and drove out to the Cliff House. It was that kind of an evening. We had dinner, and after, I suggested we walk a bit. The night was crisp and clear, and the evening star was hanging out above the dark waters of the Pacific like an iridescent Japanese lantern. We cut across a little road above Sutro Baths, where an old car barn had once stood, and worked our way over the cliffs and stood high above Land's End. It was exhilarating.
Penny for your thoughts, Candy.
Inflation is still here.
All right, make it 2 pennies.
Well, I was just thinking, Mallard, dear, when you see a star in the sky, soft water below, feel Christmas in the air, how can there be violence in the world?
An age-old question, pal. One I can't answer. I'm too small. Hey, you're cold. I better put my arm around you.
Mallard, no.
What's the matter?
The headlights from that automobile are shining right down on us. Mallard.
Candy, what's wrong?
Got your flashlight with you?
Sure. Also my gun and my handcuffs. Anything else we need? A mortar, maybe?
The lights from that car. They shone on something. Down there, under that tree.
Oh, Candy, just for once, can't you stop digging up a mystery? Be human?
I am being human. Come on, Mallard. I want to see what's under that tree. We scrambled around through the brush, slipped into some sliding sand, and rode the crest down to the tree. It wasn't easy to get around some of those brambles, but get there I fully intended doing because what I saw was red, bright red.
You okay, Candy?
Nothing that a new pair of nylons won't fix. Shoot the flashlight over this way a bit, Mallard. There. That's it. Now, do you think I'm dreaming things up?
What is it?
Wait till I hold it up.
Well, looks like some kind of a costume.
Right. And look, if those aren't bloodstains, I'm a Labrador retriever.
No, you're Candy Matson. Those are bloodstains.
How was your boy dressed when you found him?
Torn slacks, sweater, shoes, no socks.
This was most likely his costume then.
Yeah. Don't move around too much, Candy. I want to have a good look at the ground.
Hey, what are you doing down there?
Who's that?
The police. Now get up here and don't try any tricks.
That's all right, officer. This is Inspector Mallard. Homicide.
Oh, sorry, Inspector.
That's all right. Stay right where you are. We'll be right up.
Oh, this is a break, Candy. I want you to drive me to a phone. I'll leave the officer here to guard the place. You can go home. I've got work to do here, okay?
Yeah, sure. For once we had dinner before you had a chance to break the date. This baby was hard to reconstruct. Was the guy knocked off out there at Land's End, or was he bumped off at his apartment? The killer driving way out to the beach and hiding the costume? Only time would tell. I went home, climbed into bed, and logged about 8 hours, enough to give me fuel for the next day. In the morning, I went down to the brownstone. The shoppers were already swarming through the place. I spotted a floor walker and strolled over to him. Pardon me, sir. I said, pardon me, sir.
I'm very busy, young lady. Make it as brief as possible.
You do work here, don't you?
Of course.
You are the floor walker assigned to this section?
That is correct. Come to the point, please.
Well, I've a good mind to report you.
As you wish. As I said, I'm very busy. Now, what is it you wanted to know?
The words are like gall in my mouth now, but where do I find Jack Frost?
Right over there, in the back, 2 aisles over.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Very much. All the high-handed characters, people like that make me steam. I was getting up a full head of dander, but it simmered out before I had a chance to boil over. Because as I rounded a corner, I saw Frosty Boy, or Rembrandt, if you choose, up on his platform with the cutest little blonde kid sitting in his lap.
Well, well, well. Look who we have here. A great big boy. Hello there, son.
Hello, Jack Frost.
What is your name?
Topper.
Topper. My, what a fine name. How old are you, Topper?
5.5.
5.5. Well, you must go to school, Topper. Which one?
Garfield.
Garfield. That's a good school. Now, tell me, what would you like to have me tell Santa Claus to bring you for Christmas, Topper?
An electric train and a baseball bat, and I like to be in the seals for Lefty O'Doul.
Well, I'll see what I can do to arrange that, Topper. I'll tell Santa Claus. Bye now.
Goodbye, and thank you, and Merry Christmas.
I hope you can make the boy's wish come true. O'Doul could use him.
Candy, I'm so glad you're here, Dove. Duck around into the back room for a moment. I've got to talk to you.
Aren't you working, Frosty Boy?
I got 10 minutes off every hour. I'll take the break now. Right around there, Candy.
Okay. I'll see you in a moment. What's the matter, Rembrandt? Even under those icicles, you look warm under the collar.
Here, look at this. Every now and then, one of these moppets toddles up to me with a Christmas letter in its hand. A little red-headed girl handed me this about half an hour ago. I've been shaking ever since.
Let me see. Dear Jack Frost, a word to the wise is sufficient. When you take your lunch hour, keep on going. Don't come back. Otherwise, you'll meet the same fate as your predecessor. Just about what I expected.
Candy, you mean to say that you're deliberately using me as a sacrificial lamb?
By no means, Ducky. Go ahead, take your lunch. Then do as the note says. Keep on going. As a matter of fact, why don't you take off now? I'll meet you at your place in about an hour.
That's the best news I've heard since Nelson's victory at Trafalgar.
I whipped upstairs, reported to Prentice Burke, got my first day's check, and on my way out told his secretary she better get Burke some smelling salts. Then I went back down on the floor again. Sure enough, there was my boy, the floor walker. I wanted to have a few more words with him.
Oh, you again.
If you don't mind. I was just up to see Miss Myra Fisher. She wasn't in. Have you seen her down here?
No, and what's more, I won't see her all day. She phoned saying she was feeling ill. Most inconsiderate, I must say, during the holiday rush.
Yes, I must say. Could you give me her address? She's a friend of mine. I've got to see her.
Her address? Why, yes. I write it down here on one of my cards for you. Myra Fisher, 227F, Union Street. There.
Thank you. You're so kind. I had all the ammunition I wanted. A check signed by Burke and a card written by the floor walker. His name was Simon Liggett. With that, I ducked into a phone booth and called Mallard.
Homicide, Mallard speaking.
Good boy. This is Candy. What did you find out at Land's End last night?
A couple of very juicy footprints. They give us nothing.
Did you make any casts of them?
Why, sure.
Mind if I borrow a couple of them for a few hours, Mallard?
Well, I don't see how it'll hurt. Sure, okay.
Thanks, Mallard, dear. I'll be by in a moment. And I want to borrow you, too. I stopped by the Hall of Justice, got the cast of the footprints, shoved Mallard into the car, and then picked up Rembrandt. The thing was only a hunch, but my hunches have paid off, so I never ignore them. First, we went out to an address on 5th Avenue near Clement. We got in the back door and went to work. Nothing made sense there. So we drove over to Reseda Way in the marina. Again, we got in and did some sleuthing. This time, we hit the jackpot. A pair of shoes in the closet matched the casts we had brought with us. Rembrandt, go out in the kitchen and see if this place has any ketchup.
I'm not hungry, Dub, but oh, look. What are you up to, Candy? We've got enough to swing a case here.
I'm working for a voluntary confession, Mallard. Tell me, what was the position that the Jack Frost was in when you found him dead?
In a chair, like that one. His head slumped down on his chest.
Good.
Here's the concept, Dub. When are you putting it on?
You.
What?
Without the bun or relish, Ducky. Sit down there, will you, Rembrandt? Now, just go limp and let your head hang down. That's it. Now for a little seasoning.
Oh, Candy, you're smearing me with this sticky stuff.
All for the sake of art. Hold still. There. How does he look, Mallard?
Why, Candy, it looks like the same guy, the real thing.
Good. Now, Rembrandt, you just sit like that. Don't move. Mallard, you duck into that closet over there, and I'll hide in here. We've got a good view of the front door from both places. Okay?
Okay. There are times, Candy, when I admit I admire your genius.
Genius, schmenius. Come on, let's hide. The golden shafts of sun splashing in through the window from the ocean slowly turned pink, then purple, and into twilight. The minutes ticked on. Once... Bless you, but quiet, though, Rembrandt. You'll muss up your ketchup. 5 minutes, 10. Then we heard muffled footsteps coming down the hall and a key inserted in the lock of the apartment door.
No! Oh, no! It can't be. The old fool I killed. No!
Okay, buddy, that'll be about enough.
Oh, no. You...
Get him, Mallard. He's ducking.
I'll get him.
Nice tackle, Mallard.
All right, Mac. You're going to remain peaceful, or do I have to give you a little tap?
No. I'll be quiet. You got me. I did it. I did it to the both of them. I killed them. I killed them. I killed both of them.
Both of them?
Yeah. Look behind the sofa. The sofa. The girl. Jack Frost. The sofa.
The sofa?
Right behind the sofa.
Wait a minute, Mallard.
I had to do it. I couldn't.
Oh.
But they were going to do it.
Oh, Mallard.
More trouble, Candy?
I killed both of them. I'm glad I killed
Yes.
them.
An old friend of mine.
That job was
The
mine.
late Myra Fisher.
I had to.
The whole thing was jealousy. Not the jealousy of a man for a woman, but the jealousy of a man for a job. Simon Liggett had been with the Brownstone for almost 20 years. He'd worked himself up from the stock boy to a place where he'd been promised the job of head of advertising and promotion. He almost got it, except at the last moment, Prentice Burke gave the position to Myra Fisher. That had only been 2 weeks before. He knew that Myra was on a probationary term, so he did everything he could to undermine her. Little things like changing ad copy, sending out false stories to newspapers. He figured that if he could keep the store without a Santa Claus helper, he'd break Myra's back and get the job by the first of the year. He paid a visit to the first Jack Frost and tried to bribe him into quitting, but the guy would have none of it. There was a struggle. Liggett lost his head and whipped out a gun and shot him. He was still in his costume, so Liggett stripped him, put some old clothes on him, drove out to Land's End, and ditched his costume. Then he felt sure there would be no Jack Frost the next day. But that's when Myra met me, and I talked Rembrandt into taking over. By this time, Liggett was in a frenzy and would stop at nothing. He trailed Myra and Burke to Myra's home, killed her, took her body over to his place, and ditched it behind the sofa. The next morning, he wrote a note to Rembrandt and gave it to one of the little girls waiting in line to see him. Fear and envy were taking their toll on the poor guy's mind. I wanted to compare the handwriting, so I had Burke write me a check and Liggett write Myra's address on a card. Also, we had the footprint cast. Between the two, everything pointed toward Liggett. That's when I staged my little parlor charade with Rembrandt playing the part of a corpse. The sight, with Rembrandt's resemblance to the dead Jack Frost, would shatter anybody into a confession. But Christmas, in spite of everything, is a lovely time of year. And there is a Santa Claus. 3 of them for me, as a matter of fact. Mr. Prentice Burke, who sent me a very nice check for my efforts. Rembrandt Watson, who, out of sheer love for the job, went back to playing Jack Frost for all the kids at the Brownstone. And last but not least, Inspector Ray Mallard. He gave me a Christmas sock, right on my mouth, just where any well-placed Christmas sock should go.
Listen again next week at this same time. For excitement and adventure, just dial
Candy Matson, and a Merry Christmas to you all. Yukon 28209.
Heard tonight were Helen Klebe as Myra Fisher, Lou Tobin as Prentice Burke, and John Grover as Simon Liggett. Jack Thomas plays the role of Rembrandt Watson, and Henry Leff is heard as Inspector Mallard. The program stars Natalie Masters as Candy and is written and produced by Monty Masters. Sound effects were created by Bill Brownell and Jay Rendon. Eloise Rowan is heard at the organ. The characters in tonight's story are entirely fictitious, with the exception of the part of Topper, which was played by himself. Any resemblance to actual people is purely coincidental. The program came to you from San Francisco. Dudley Manlove speaking. You are tuned for the stars on NBC.
Ooh.